Good evening, everybody. It's Thursday Modern live from Titan Games in Peoria, the Casbah of Peoria Gaming. I'm Evil Bob, your resident head in a box, coming to you longingly, lovingly, waitingly for good stuff. Oh, I guess I can update everything. Nope. Because I had it set up that you could comfortably hold him, like, on the base. You don't have to be, like, on this area. If he holds him here or here, because I lined them up on the crack of the table. And if you comfortably hold them, like, in front of you, I can see them okay. Because I think he's trying to do this, but I set it up to do this.
He moved it because it was like right where his head is supposed
Right,
to go.
right. And then somebody bumped this one.
Yeah, that he moved it because
So yeah, if
move that one, the one on the right, more towards the
see, I can see this one pretty good. I mean, again, I lined it up on the crack, and I understand people are going to be sitting a little bit close to this side, but I can adjust that a little bit. But it's meant to be like behind the mat here, so like, yeah, like the blue cam just needs to be down a little bit because somebody bumped it. So if you just like angle it downward, is what I can hear the talking.
Okay, gotcha.
The walkie was not on out there. Anyway, hi, I'm Evil Bob, your resident head in a box, coming to you.
Gratuitously applied.
Or if we had undead, I could heal you, because that's what like
Also, if you're a machine, I can't help you.
That's actually really good.
Also, I can very quickly heal you.
Red can come down the little bit too.
So 21 is good enough.
Could I
20.
reroll? Does this matter that much?
You don't need to. You guys only need to have one of you succeed. So
Just angle the camera down. No. Just tilt it down.
the last rays of
There
the
you
sun
go.
that
Thank
are
you.
bluff
Thank you.
to the southeast that towers over
There
the
you
desert.
go.
Ruined building,
It's all good.
ruined building.
I'm learning. I'm getting it good.
Shut up from the plateau.
It's super special.
Clouds loom to the
It's
south.
all good.
A sandstorm
It's
roams
all
across the desert towards
good.
the ruin.
Anyway,
It's one of the leading towers called Pisa.
I don't need to output the 3.
This is ancient Rome.
Oh, I'm talking to myself. There we go. Okay.
Leading tower of Pisa.
Anyway,
Okay,
so now we're looking at a little better.
survival check has given you a bonus in the following part. So now to stay
Okay,
ahead of
so
the
Danzy's at
storm,
17
first you are going to have to hurry your mouse
14
towards the bluff with
to
a
17.
ride check or yes.
Okay.
So
Anyway, now that we've got that sorted out, hello, I'm Evil Bob. Again, I keep reintroducing myself, and I know I don't have to, because, yeah, but when I get a little frazzled because things are getting set up and, you know, when everything doesn't fall into place until the immediate last second because nobody cares about me, it just is what it do, and, yeah. But yeah, coming to you live from Titan Games in Peoria. Thursday Modern is filmed in front of a live Pathfinder audience. And Danzy's rocking one of my decks again tonight. Praise the Sun. It's a white devotion deck that's centered around legendary creatures and lots of good things. So journeying the Tarmogoyf out of play. Let's see here. Marshall met his end. And it looks like Journey got abrupt decayed and a crack a fetch. Thomas Print is new to the scene, at least to the stream. If he's been here before, we like that. We like when new people show up. Let's see here. Let's get this.
At the top of the bluff,
Let's
you
see
must
here.
navigate the stinging sand and locate the Shelish camp with a perception
right.
17's this.
It was O and O and O. Okay.
Actually, 18.
I think I'm fine.
What a waste.
I can't see a thing.
23.
One sec.
Anyway,
25.
Thomas thinking long and hard. Danzy with a not keeping anything filled out. So Doif is currently at 5. So let's get Doif Watch up and running.
Shellish camp, and nobody takes any.
Danzy takes 5.
From the sandstone.
Yeah, I can see straight through it.
Doif.
My perception check is up.
It's
Zero.
like you
I
see,
get no bonus.
you go blind for like
5,
for like
6.
5
Whoops.
I have -2 wisdom, but I get a miscellaneous bonus. plus
Refresh. Okay.
2. So I'm exactly 0
Doif
bonus.
Watch 2018.
What more can you have?
I got
Tireless
3,
Tracker
I
comes
got
down.
3.
Negative.
Unfortunately, due to technical issues, Master Snow is not joining us live via satellite, but I'm going to do everything I can to get him back here next Thursday.
This section over
Knight of the White Orchid, Danzy's going to fetch himself up a Plains. That's going to come into play untapped.
This was.
Okay.
Yeah.
The shield is his Eidolon, the one flinging spells is him.
Okay.
I would like to be near the front.
I want to be at the very front. My Eidolon will be in front of everybody because it's the perception itself.
I will.
Danzy sporting a Marshall, a
It has a 15 perception, so it should always go first.
a Thalia's Lancers, and a Nykthos.
Oh,
It's
you go
meant to
first.
take
You have to roll it. You have to roll its initiative.
And so he already has a
One's my Eidolon.
unseen, whatever it is, Master of the Unseen.
It's fine.
Master of the
Your
Unseen?
range, you don't need to be in the front.
The Manifest.
I don't like you.
So
Um,
let my Eidolon stealth ahead. It'll
You
do
have
very
plus
well.
18, I have plus 9.
So. Okay, that's a really good Eidolon.
It's an 18 stealth for Eidolon, 15 perception, and a 16 fatal device. It is heroic.
You were better at
So wait,
it.
is an Eidolon like what?
Like my character.
Danzy getting the mound of tokens ready for
Eidolon.
coming into play,
It's
such as manifest counters and such, and the such.
It's basically, yeah.
So, sand
wait,
dusts into
that's
the
why-
building through the open door.
So
The
Doif
west
is
and
huge.
southwest
Oh, he's got
corners
clues.
of
Oh, that's right. Tireless Tracker provides clues.
has broken free at one end. The canvas strains violently on the wind as the rest of the bindings begin to pull loose. Only half the building's original floor still exists to the south. A ladder descends 10 feet to the
That's
ledge
an abrupt
below.
decay. Getting ready to
The
go.
ladder descends further into a jagged crack in the ground.
Anybody got knowledge engineering?
Campsite sprawls across both ledges, and several bloody corpses are scattered throughout.
Bloody corpses. That's recent then.
No.
Well,
You
blood-
made 100 months.
wait,
And blocking the Tarmogoyf.
Well, the kid
Tireless Tracker gets through for the damage, and Danzy goes to
Specialized knowledge.
a
I won't go to the court.
abysmal 9 life.
Please tell me 100 years ago.
Give me.
And we're gonna abrupt decay the.
Not my specialty.
26.
Nothing more than his.
But I can only get max 20 on that one.
Yeah, I can get a max of whatever I roll. Okay, good at it.
Yeah, Mastery of the Unseen. Okay, yeah.
No, that's right.
Dancy has a Thalia's Lancers, but he's also only got 3 devotion to white, so Nykthos is tapping for a land.
If those were dead
Not
by
a lot of white mana symbols flowing from Danzy at the moment. He's got 5 mana available, so you might as well get the Thalia's Lancer down on the board and go up for maybe an Elspeth to cast next turn.
into the storm and not care about skeletons.
I mean, the Lancer counts as a blocker.
I recommend taking your chances with the skeletons.
He
I
can't
can't
damage
do
on that.
damage. I can.
He can, just not with his.
My very powerful attack.
There's a Marshal.
Yeah, sweet.
That gives him 3 devotion.
Where we roll in
Colorless
Let's do this, guys.
and a white. Play the second Nykthos. That's going to give him 6 devotion.
My Eidolon going at the same rate as me, or?
No.
Thalia's Lancers with 1 white available.
Sort of decide that.
I don't remember the
Probably
rules,
fetch
but
out
I
a
believe they are different from the rules on
Elspeth.
Amazon.
If you're smart, you pick up the Elspeth because she produces
I believe
3 blockers every turn on her way to ultimate.
If he goes the same turn as me,
Yes,
four.
yes, of course it's tempting because that's what you're supposed to get.
Anonymous.
Danzy saw the Bada.
Distro,
I got 19.
Although he can also pull out a
so Hestus,
25.
you are
oh,
up.
what's her nuts?
Okay, so is there a way out of this room?
He could have also gone for Elishnorn. Elishnorn possibly could have.
Yeah, you can see into the room.
Danzy goes shuffling and puts Elspeth into his hand thanks to the Thalia's Lancer.
20 to look through a door.
I didn't mean it.
There's a ladder here that leads down, and then there's another ladder.
So
down
now you've
there
got
that leads
defense
down
until
further.
Elspeth comes down, and unfortunately you gotta have the mana symbols up for Elspeth to count. The Thalia's Lancer is pretty good.
We're in combat with skeletons right now, aren't we?
Yes, exactly what I'm running.
Okay, I would advise.
Thalia's Lancers is a 4/4 and a 5/5 first striker thanks to the Benelish Marshal.
Imagine you think I could do damage to undead.
Well, since I
Except for my
can't do
slingshot.
anything else,
You couldn't add a missile.
that's what I'm doing.
And it looks like
Which one would you like to magic missile?
The guy with the axe.
Thomas is hellbent.
But I named him Sally.
No.
You can't attack it, I named it.
5.
And that's another Goyf it looks like. Unless I read that wrong.
That's what you do.
Yeah, that's a Journey to Nowhere and an Elspeth Suns champion, so...
Everybody, you ran down to where there's a.
I climbed down though.
Yeah, and he's down there on the bottom.
I thought he
No,
thought-
this is the top up here, and this is the bottom down here. And over there is another ladder down further.
Oh, well, we can always get another wizard.
AC 3
Oh, problem solved.
I was there.
or
That's because it is the best color.
3. Anonymous, that is your turn.
Okay, is the guy down the ladder within 30 feet of me?
25, yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
second clue.
Wait, can I
Draw a card.
Dad?
Get a counter on the...
Yeah, I want to keep on undead because then I can void heal myself. I used to kill me.
So, Goyf and Swamp, so...
Yep, so everyone plus one of my favorites.
Yes. When you're
I
a
guess
low-level
that-
schlub, it's a very nice spell to have.
The Eidolon is getting hit by both of those.
Okay.
And ship the turn.
And AC
Ship the turn.
8.
Woohoo! Elspeth coming down.
Orin.
So are these upper either kind
As I said, you're allowed to roll 3s. Many if you want.
I haven't rolled over a 7 yet.
Yeah, that is an O-ring and a Journey, and here comes Elspeth.
An enemy is in an adjacent square. Is that only if there's one?
8 white mana. Elspeth.
Probably.
Ah!
The only one that
Roll his
probably-
shield.
I don't know what the ability's from, but
It's a trait.
yeah.
If the trait in, if it's orthogonal class. I think it's +1 against one target is how that works.
Oh,
When you're in adjacent square with them.
I guess that is a way to use her.
Either break our front line and go help Mr. Not a Wizard.
Hey, I'm a wizard.
Oh,
It's
you
just
are?
not that
Ba-bam.
I'm a wizard.
I would attack the cloak.
I can't
Crack a
cast
clue.
any spell.
He drew
Alright.
Just wheel on something to be.
a forest. That's not going to help Danzy very. Or that's not going to help him very much against the onslaught.
Guess I get an extra +1 to attack, right?
So you have a 4 modifier on
That's
that.
why base attack bonus 2, my strength modifier is 3, +1 from that, so +4 to whatever this is.
Nat 1!
Oh.
You roll the major roll of death.
Can I do a knowledge check
I don't
on
need a
these?
sword to fight him, I throw it on the ground.
Knowledge religion.
It's
If
like
knowledge
go
religion.
through all the between head.
Overplayed elf coming down gets
I just looked.
a Grimflare.
I have a 24 on
They have
my
a different one?
knowledge religion.
Yeah.
So I would
Aww.
So these
Dadgummit. And there's a Gurf.
They have DR.
Oh, well, I smell a... the two enchantments coming down. Danzy draws a Plains. So, I mean, you might as well get everything but the Grimflare. No, the overplayed Elf is probably the safer bet to leave up. So, there goes Goyf and there goes the Grimflare.
So you got bludgeoning. but-
Journey.
Just
Oh, but oh no, it's not my sacred.
O-ring.
Also,
He has Goyf number 4 still in... Oh, he didn't have the Goyf. Okay.
so bludgeoning is basically the only way to get past the DR.
Yeah, go for the kill. Just get him out of the... Get him out of the way. Get the kill. There you go.
It has 2 full attacks. I'm assuming I'm in melee range right now.
Okay.
Remember to take
Danzy getting it done with the Praise the Sun Devotion to Legend deck.
No, attack normal.
I may not know what the Eidolon is.
Yeah. I got a
Danzy's looking through my sideboard right now, and
21. I'm assuming that hits.
Are you hitting the axe one or the sword one?
Whatever is.
yeah, those seem good.
You choose one. Okay.
he's like, I'm gonna choose the one with more health.
That was terrible.
You have all the white mana.
Does 2 damage for the first attack, and it's slashing, unfortunately.
I'm sorry, Danzy's just going over how elated he is to be looking at my sideboard and questioning my choices in such. But with this, he is up 1 game to nothing.
I'd rather throw my. I'd rather move back and throw Aspen.
What's that?
What did you do?
What'd he do? He won with my deck.
I presume a fist of the blood.
But that's non-lethal unless you've got combat. Unless you've got unarmed strike, it's non-lethal.
Okay.
Well, I will actually instead have it.
So Danzy looking to go up and get this one done quick. I don't mind. I don't mind. I might as well get, because I know clues are a thing.
Throw this bottle. Liquid.
So.
Clues. And the clue count. So we're going to move this up here. This up here. There we go. Because we know those are there. Goyf is currently a 0-1.
Okay. And do you have an action?
I would have an action. I honestly don't know if I want to engage these guys. My guy's not so good.
And, let's see here.
Not as good as.
So anyway, while we're sideboarding out, I can remind you that we are still looking to get we're still looking to get all the wow, that is not a good promo. We're still looking to save every brown Oofy that is possible to save, and they need all the help they can get. Ice Age brown Oofies are definitely in danger. They are endangered, and they need your help. I've started the Oofy Preserve to keep their legacy alive and happy and flourishing, but I need your help to keep the Preserve up and running.
First one magic missile is gone.
Dig through your old, forgotten, discarded cards.
So the other one do step up here.
And find your Ice Age brown Oofies and send them to the address on the screen. Titan Games, care of the Oofy Reserve, 4450 North Prospect Road, Suite Charlie 6, Peoria Heights, Illinois, 61616. Every single one of them will get a personal shout-outs and my personal gratitude for sending said Oofy to the Preserve so he can be happy for once in his sad existence.
I'm not carrying a bludgeoning weapon.
And also going on behind me, continuing on with May Flowers, I bring you the legendary beauty, Jasmine Boreal.
Call for channel energy with the intention of damaging undead.
Okay.
Commander All-Star? Question mark? She's definitely a legend, and she's definitely from Legends.
6,
But
and the saving, it's a will saving throw.
anyway, let's see if Danzy can pull out secondary win. Let's see here. We've got Grim Flayers.
They both take 6.
Asher, AC 20 to hit you.
Of course that is me.
I was hoping the 6 might
That
I'd
would
have
have
to
hit
drop
me.
one.
It was close.
No, I would have. If they tie you, it does hit you.
No, I have 21 right now.
My other character has better.
Okay, 7 damage.
I have 7 units. What?
7 damage.
Oh, yes. Also, is the one downstairs also
All right.
a,
Anyway, getting ready for game number 2 here. Danzy looking to pull out a victory using one of my decks, and I'm very happy about that. Lots of planes. There's a Scry.
I see.
That Scry is going to
That's Asher who climbed down to the bottom.
I did it. I was like, what
Okay.
is this?
The
No.
Asher, you
bottom.
take 7 damage and you take maybe
Sending it to the bottom. Danzy. Wow, Weathered Wayfarer. That's definitely going to be a good help. Started off with the Weathered Wayfarer.
I'm sorry, 7.
Started off with the
You
uh, border post.
Unfortunately, Ostag isn't here.
Shock!
You did not get a modifier to your saving.
Danzy already winning, thanks to Thomas's Grim Flare coming down. Danzy draws. Ooh, Nixos.
going down there, but
There's the planes. Here's the Weathered Wayfarer.
I'm gonna go down there with them.
Oh no, I won't
so
get
you
beat up.
climb down.
That's going to generate manas
Where you will have to
if it lives.
Go for it.
Hope it does.
I punch you in
AC
the face.
17.
Doesn't hit.
That hit me.
And I think he needs some longsword. Does a 15 hit him?
Grim Flare deals combat damage to a player. Look at the top 3 of your library. Put any number of them into your graveyard. The rest on top. Every library and
Oh, 16. No. Okay. I
What's
have
your
plus
mod?
3.
Oh, wait,
I
that's
rolled
something that
12.
doesn't-
I have plus 3 from my
So
strength.
Danzy gets taken for 2, and he's going to look at the top,
Don't you have a
what'd I say, 3 now.
It's 0. So you should have a 17. Okay, sorry. I can't
Yep.
math.
17 will hit.
Okay. We know they're easy now. Alright.
Yes, thank you, Ashley. He needs all the help he's going to get because he's definitely playing one of my decks tonight. But as you can see, he's already up 1 game to nothing. So, yay!
That's a good idea. Something. Yeah.
All 3 into the graveyard.
It rattles around.
Wow.
So there is one guy sitting up.
So now he has Delirium?
Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna have my Eidolon go attempt to trip the skeleton. Oh no, it's provoking attack. I don't want to do
And shocking.
it. I'll just ready both my guys' actions as
Does
attack.
your Eidolon understand?
Hello, Jackie.
It does not know how to backstab something. Although it could provide flanking though.
Unless it can
Anybody else?
fly, it would have to tumble through its squares.
Okay.
Turn them around.
There's no way to
There you go.
Unless you fly, could it be a tree?
No, no.
Oh, I killed the Weathered Wayfarer. That's just not cool.
Oh.
I have 30 health.
I love
How'd you do? Did you get there?
Nah, then again, I made some changes to my deck recently, so it's still getting adjusted to all the changes.
That might hit.
Needs more board wipes.
You only need Echoing Truth and possibly like Damnations in the side.
Yeah, Damnations is what I was going for.
Anyway. Wow, Danzy, what?
So that would be 3 damage.
What killed his?
3 damage is
Oh
what
my
he
goodness,
needs.
that's
Bludgeoning
terrible.
on
I
that
killed
guy.
him!
Grim Flare gets in for 2.
He did nothing.
Goif, I believe, is a 3 because he didn't have Delirium, so Goif is probably at a 3-4 right now.
Hey, there we go.
The 2 wizards killed more than you did.
Oh, also I dropped the useless wand of magic.
Hey, no, it explodes. It's done.
Oh, it's gone?
It just disappears.
Sweet.
That's true, but
Okay,
So what'd you go up against?
I went up against Alex and his homies.
5 hued humans?
Yeah.
Yeah. 5 hued homies. Not fun. Not fun. Nobody likes that deck. So
I mean, I found it interesting in all seriousness, because it's like, then again, I because of the fact that I'm still relatively new, even though I've fallen in and out It's like I enjoy seeing all the new decks that I go against because it's like
Right.
you never know
No,
what you're
you
gonna you never know what you're gonna get.
And that's what's great about Modern is the diversity of the decks that can be built and can be effective and successful in a certain meta are just great.
Oh yeah.
So, is it detect magic? Is it a magical potion?
Yes, it's a magical potion.
14.
So spell cast
Must have
Yes.
fetched.
Okay, so
Can I attempt to assist him?
I got 22 spellcraft.
I
Oh,
will
good
try.
lord.
No.
Golgari Charm to take out the Mastery of the Unseen. He can't build devotion if you keep killing his things.
Okay.
So mean, so cheap.
It is a potion of cure moderate wound.
Is that a
Were you
Stony
identifying
Silence?
it, or were you aiding him?
Or rest in peace.
Okay, so that he has aided you and
Okay.
you have succeeded on identifying.
And I inform it's
Is that a is that a Stony?
Because it's a
He
faction
took the
goal
wrong medicine.
Oh, okay.
for a dark archive.
Gotcha. Sorry, I forgot. This guy's actually Grand Lodge on this one.
Oh, this one's Grand Lodge?
Yeah.
Never mind then. It doesn't matter.
You
You guys figured it out. I'm gonna use the restroom quick.
The door might be closed. What?
You said iron rope, right?
Yeah, some iron rope.
Oh, iron rope? Oh, the kid wants that.
No, I have
He
that.
takes it back from me. He tries to hold it. I fly across.
So
the
Goyf
room.
is a 7?
You realize I have the spell of
No,
We really
he's a 6.
Animate rope.
'Cause he
Yes,
took-
animate
He took
rope.
9,
Golem was like, oh, I need animation.
so he's a 5. Yeah, he's a 5.
Rip my hands off.
No, he took 11.
That was an oversight on
So,
both
so
sides.
7. Goyf is a 7-8.
You and I both play.
Wow, that's a big Goyf.
Know that
Yeah.
having bludgeoning
That's one
weapons
big
with
boy.
us at all times. That is legal.
Not a 98. That's a little absurd. And Danzy
No, this
scoops.
is why I say
Ah.
I respect you.
What?
I always.
I'm kind of wondering, was that a Stony Silence?
yeah, like we.
I
Also.
I don't know.
I said
I don't know what it was. I don't know what you did there, Danzy.
Bluntly.
Not very goodly.
And he's just full tank.
You were on the tank. How much health do you have?
14. But his AC is 20 and it can be jumped up to
21.
That's 20 normally. It can go to
Taking the
21
master?
one
No.
die, and if he
What are
buffs
you?
a spell, it goes to 23. And he's a level 1.
Oh, that's before I use my.
He must have brought Stonies. I don't know why he would have brought Stonies.
So you get
What did you-
Oh, yeah, he,
I would like to go
coming
first.
down
I went
into-
stealth.
this.
If you
next-
have devotion, that's
oh,
a
yeah, so
very
I
good
like
card.
to always be ahead, percepting is
Yep,
best
yep,
can,
okay,
looking
I-
for traps and whatnot.
It's hard telling what he brought in. I don't know. I don't know. It's a toss up.
The wizard also likes.
Okay, that'll make me third or fourth, right? You got it.
Again, wizard last.
So
Yeah.
I didn't see what he cast to wipe out both the border post and the weathered wayfarer. I blinked and everything was gone. So I mean they might have been Golgari charms, but
No, I have a 49.
let's take a look.
Okay.
Golgari
Covered 4 points, didn't I?
charm.
Correct, I recovered 5.
Destroy target enchantment. All creatures get -1/-1 and regenerate each creature you control. So it's probably destroy the enchantment is what he used it for. I mean it's good.
Yeah.
It's not great.
It's something, I guess.
If you're in Golgari, then
Yeah.
it's very good. You know, it's Black's way of getting rid of enchantments, but
Yeah.
I guess all creatures get -1/-1, so it could. There's a border post. Danzy's starting off, hoping to stay alive. Okay. That is a Hissing Quagmire coming into play. It's a manland. It's a black-green manland.
Yep.
Dancy with the plains and the border post now. Is he gonna go?
Moving forward and
Oh,
still instilting.
wait.
Also, didn't Thomas get the victory for the last one? Did
Yeah,
Dancy scoop?
yeah. I was kind of avoiding that
Yeah.
because nobody wants to see Danzy lose. It just kind of happens.
Yeah. But it could go either way in this one.
Okay, here comes Goyf. He's an 01.
The Goyfening.
Goifening. It's
Depends what
real.
kind of light sources do you
It
guys have.
happens.
I'm going to take
Goif
out
power
my
toughness.
many crossbow bolts and
Goif is an 01. It gets refreshed.
One of those?
There's the knight. So, staying
I'll also do-
on curve-ish.
Just light your sword.
He does have a knight, so it's a 2-2. Goif is going to grow very quickly and above it. There's the synergy. There's the... Oh! Journey to Nowhere. There goes the Goif. Goodbye, Goif. And Danzy's got Brimaz in his hand, so if he can get him down, he can start flooding out the board with weenies. And let's see, he's got the Weathered Wayfarer, it looks like, and he does have Elspeth, but what is his devotion? Oh, he's going to get Inquisitioned. Go ahead and take a look. You'll not see these cards again in Modern.
Yeah.
I think that's the benefit of playing or that's the downfall of playing against one of my decks is you don't know what any of these cards do.
No. Don't know the synergy between them all, so
I pride
it'll
my-
come up and jump you in the back when you're least expecting it.
I pride myself on backdooring so many wins. Oh, I took Brimaz! But it left him with Elspeth and a Weathered Wayfarer and an O-Ring, so
Fissures, or is it like completely sealed?
possibly getting more ramp, but Dancy currently has more lands, or equal lands, and the Wayfarer is just not going to do good. And that's going to get bolted, so there goes Mr. Knight.
Aw.
Knight at a White Orchid. But here comes the Benelish Marshal. Oh, no, what you doing? Yep,
Yes,
there's the Marshal.
Because if you don't get back
3 white mana symbols, all other creatures get +1/+1, and it's a 3/3 body, fresh out of Dominaria.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Yes.
We're gonna try and find a different.
And that just boosted up the ability to fetch with the Wayfarer, so... Yay! Alright, now if he has a Nykthos, if he's able to top deck a Nykthos, his devotion is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if he
pretty
gets a
good.
Nykthos, he can put Elspeth down.
That's pretty good.
If everything survives, which
Oh,
it
yeah.
won't. There goes the Wayfarer, but drawing bolts away, the Marshal is still out there, which is interesting.
there is a well in
Untaps, and the draw.
Like my Eidolon did
Another Elspeth, not a Nykthos, so not going to get there, but he's going to swing in with the Knight
maybe it's a well.
and deal nothing because it's going to die. Oh, oh,
Oh, no.
and
The
crack
Goifening
fetch.
returns.
The Goif, I believe, is a 3/4 now, at least. Oh, took it.
26 perception. You see
Took
something
it.
gleaming at the bottom.
I jump
At
in.
the bottom.
I jump in.
Okay,
How deep-
buddy,
how deep
you
is it?
jump in.
Wow.
Give me a reflex save. Yep.
5, 6. Okay. Oh, no, he was adjusting for the fetches. Okay.
Ah.
Goif is a 5/6, but he is gone right now. But we can go ahead and adjust
You
that.
don't usually do things like jump into things that you don't know how deep they are.
Goif watch.
Apparently he does.
And now you are at the bottom of the well. There is a ancient dagger down there that you recovered. But now you're gonna need to climb.
Everything
out of the well.
tap. Overplayed Elf hits the board and casts. Not an overplayed Elf. Not a land. You get your Goif back. Your massive
You're
Goif.
able to climb back out of the well. Hopefully you. Oh no.
Yeah, that card was completely safe to come off of the ban list. No, it's good.
I'm gonna
Hey, John. How's it going, John? I miss you, buddy. Kind of expect you to be out here, but that's okay.
Hello.
John Rohr, he's the guy with the tattoos and the beard.
Oh, yeah,
usually out
yeah.
here. Plays Tron, or
Yeah.
not Tron. Has been playing a deck called Street Fighter. It's the Rakdos beat 'em up deck.
Yeah, I kind of remember it now.
That's good
Yeah.
old John.
I would like to
Investigate the other
detect magic
things
first.
in the room.
Just got home. Rough day, huh? I couldn't get Snell in on time. My equipment didn't like it, so that's why I'm all by myself with Jackie in the booth right now.
Oh, yeah.
All the Goif all the time, and there's a Grimflare. This is not good, although he does have a Gisela. That's not going to be enough.
Oh no, it does. It does have a faint aura of abjuration.
and unless he's somehow able to cast Bruna along with her.
21 knowledge.
Not looking good right now.
Is that the Flood Gisela?
21 knowledge
Yeah.
history.
Okay, yeah. I
the
was
the
just
Mel
trying to make
Gisela.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jits can
She
design-
becomes half
Ooh.
a Brizella.
With,
That is run off rock schedule.
Detective Maverick, you do also notice a scroll
Do what?
in the dead archaeologist.
Oh.
Yeah, that ouch.
Wow.
How they identify that?
You said there was stuff on the
Oh
wall.
god.
Yeah, but that's why John makes the big bucks.
It's not. It can't. Yeah, no, what's, I thought it was unreadable.
So this is.
Yeah. That's what you
Well,
said.
it's unreadable.
Okay, so he jumped.
No, it said.
Oh no.
It would be a
Had to,
knowledge
or he's
history
just
check
straight up
Yeah.
dead.
for the
Odds 30.
for
Let's see here.
architecture or appraise. Well, I guess there are two different ones: knowledge history, and then appraise or knowledge engineering.
16 history.
So with 16 history, you can see that the stucco on the wall appears that has been painted to appear.
So it's
Oh.
not really
So I.
brand new. Brand new.
There she
Someone's
is.
been here.
She's a 4/3 flying lifelink first striker. And then her only ability is if you have Bruna.
You meld her,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was painted.
What you need, John? I am here for you, buddy.
My 8 engineer is not so
Oh, wait.
Ah.
I got 19 appraise.
Danzy unfortunately cannot get it done.
Oh
Thomas.
no.
So wait.
Rocks into the standings with his first win, and Danzy just misses win number 7, but unfortunately picks up loss 17.
knock on the wall to see if it's hollow.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That's okay, Danzy. We still love you, and
That appears weathered. So
I appreciate your devotion to my devotion decks.
Yep. That's
Um,
always a respectable choice.
But let's get rid of that. Let's see what we got here. What do we want? Let's see
to
here.
get past the fresco.
You said you did some 5-color junk that makes a horribly crappy 5-color creature.
No, we don't.
Suspicious of
You have less than a week.
What? Horrible 5-color creature. Are you talking about Progenitus?
Are we talking, are we talking Progenitus? Are we talking
Or-
some other
or-
5-color creature?
Well, I mean, the 5-color creatures in Modern are Progenitus or the Slivers. Let's take a looky there.
Knowledge history.
Which that means I have to float away.
That's a good knowledge history.
25 history.
So you can determine that these.
How about you're up
are
next?
authentically ancient
You want to be on
gods,
next?
but the
Which side do you
display
want?
is the wrong type for the region.
red too long, I'll be on blue.
You gonna be on blue?
Big runs here.
Alright.
You think that it could denote long distance
Jackie.
trade, but they're relatively plain. and
Mill.
unlikely valuable enough to serve as mercantile.
Something that costs all 5 colors and it
I start
just
asking
as
that
crappy.
wall
Let's
to
see.
if it reveals
Oh,
anything.
excuse me.
I continue
We
to
just
ask.
did that. We just did that.
No,
He
he.
scraped the wall.
It reveals that you lack wisdom, but
Oh my.
Even I, who has 7 wisdom, knows not to hack at the wall.
No. I'm trying to break down the wall. I don't want to feel like strong enough.
Let's see what I can find.
what are you, a Hercules?
I have 16
No, I'm not.
Then why are
Is
you
it child?
down a wall?
Oh, tell me it's a child deck.
Where's your high stats then?
Or is it the Chrom
Starts with dexterity, con, and intelligence.
or the Chromanicore?
Okay.
I'm the youngest you can be.
To the north.
Horde of
a
Notions.
winding stairway
Maelstrom
descends
Archangel.
into the chamber below. 4 alcoves
Which one is it?
marble statues.
Is it? Oh, is it Reaper King?
From
Are you making a Reaper King deck?
on either side of a fake glowing
Jackie.
statue
I'll play Jackie.
of a
All right.
duly appointed man who towers in front of the southern wall. 2 golden lion statues there over there.
Danzy.
Stand guard.
Jackie called blue already.
The roof has collapsed to the northwest corner, where a large stone slab lies on the floor below the opening.
Well, Well, it's obvious
Anybody
what high
can
exterior is.
detect magic?
It's obvious what
I'll
high.
be detecting magic.
Okay.
everywhere I go.
I have to
It's
take
obvious
magic.
what high. I know what the highest tier of this. Of
Trying to
this
make a
is.
Captain Planet
They're all
deck.
high tier, and all those statues come alive and attack us.
I want somebody that likes to come and read and find stuff. That's magically.
No, like that's my whole.
So-
my first character.
Uh,
He
so
wrote down everything back.
So who's
Okay. Try to focus on the
NTG.
adventure, buddy. Okay. So with detect magic, you find the corpse of a Chelish soldier was concealed beneath a portion of the collapsed roof,
Enchantments, creatures.
and he has something magical on.
I
it.
don't-
It's going to take a strength check
Okay.
to lift him out.
What does a Captain Planet deck mean?
What's the DC?
I
I will assist.
18.
Well, I rolled a 9, so
I rolled
plus
a-
3 is 22.
Oh,
You,
I
you,
rolled a
you,
20.
you gotta help me out. I mean,
Okay.
I need a little bit of help.
And pull him out, and he has a platinum ring adorned with the head of a hound with the faint aura of abjuration.
Anyway, due
You'll
to
do a spellcraft on that one.
randomness, Jackie's playing Danzy, so we get a double dose of Danzy.
I'm really sure it has something to do with
I can't currently answer my phone, John. I'm kind of streaming on the internet.
I put it on my finger.
I also get.
It's not a.
Oh, okay.
It has something to do with wards. Is what
Da,
you can
da, let's see here. We don't have to worry about Goyf. We don't have to worry about Goyf. I don't think there's any clues coming out. And nobody has any victories.
You don't know where that ring's been.
We're giving it to. We're just.
It's like
We're
throwing
just
it away.
guys, any magical items, we're keeping away from the Kinesis.
So would you like to?
Danzy, it's not going to be too rough. Don't be afraid. You run main deck ley lines.
Hold on. Can I go ahead? Fake and fake.
21.
They're just guesses. Just guesses.
So each of the statues represents a figure in Halden history. You can do a knowledge history check or a profession soldier check.
Why would they? Oh, of course.
Danzy opted to go first and plays the plains and drops a border post. Why did you not mill or mull until you got to a ley line?
Served in Taldor's
That's
Third
just
Army
absurd.
Exploration
You
under
have them in the deck.
However,
You
all
know
four
you're playing
died
mill.
before the founding of
You
Quarantine,
mull
which
until you
supposedly
get ley line.
warranted
It's game one win.
founded this colony.
It's a game one win.
Appraise, craft stone masonry, or
Jackie Games Alive goes up 21.
I can do engineering, but
I got an 8 on appraise.
17 engineering.
I got 12 on.
Dancy got a second border post. It looks like he's going to come down with. And put it back. And the second border post.
Carved in the last century.
Which is way too early to have been.
And then
They were carved
praise or perception checks on the blind statues.
Maybe I'll try to make a
Oh,
Reaper King deck again.
19.
Okay, that's why. Okay, YouTube went crazy. That's why I need your help. I have no idea how to make it. But basically, the idea is have to make the superhero Captain Planet. Okay, so you just have a concept of a deck, but you don't know what the meat of the deck is. But you want to call it Captain Planet, but you haven't selected a creature to be Captain Planet. Am I close on that? Is that what's going on here?
Can I start hacking at it to see if I can see what was under them?
21 knowledge planes.
Knight of the White Orchid. Danzy gonna. Okay. Alright, well.
These were hellhound statues originally that have been altered to look like
Earth,
lions.
Fire, Wind, Water, Heart.
And I informed this to everyone.
The last statue in the
Like I said, the five. If you want Captain Planet to be a 5-color creature, you're looking at Child, Chromanicore.
the statue does detect as magical.
Can we spellcraft that?
Knowledge Arcana.
Okay.
The Fusion Elemental,
21.
Horde of Notions.
15. I mean,
It's
So you
Maelstrom
are able
Archangel,
to find out
Progenitus,
that this is
the Reaper King, Scion of the Ur-Dragon,
It was made.
the Sliver Hive Lord, Sliver
when the
Legion.
statue was there.
It's just I don't.
There's a
I don't know.
door behind the
Um,
illusion made of metal. The serpent head etched into the surface of the symbol of the archdevil.
Alright.
Furion.
I'll think about it.
Doors have been
I will
locked.
think about it. I will see what I can come up with. And are you playing
You wanna do your
Brawl
dice
tomorrow
first?
at the zone?
Oh, you sure?
I'm sure you would enjoy doing that.
21.
I'll just, okay.
Okay, Knight of the White Orchid comes down
21, you are
to go
not
up
able
to.
Okay. I will attempt
Take your
that.
time thinking. Get back to me. Not a problem. Not a problem. I'll see what I can come up with.
Just want to point out, all five
It's probably going to be terrible.
he just told us that was finished.
All right, Jackie has traumatize and
My full device with my Eidolon.
32, you are able to unlock the door, and so this.
he's got
puts you
Devotion
in that
6.
direction into
What's the order?
I'd like my Eidolon to go in and
Caster put a clock on her.
penal stealthy like.
Is that a Mesmeric Orb? Oh, Mesmeric Orb. Yeah. I mean, Nykthos is going to help with Nykthos is going to help with the effects of Mesmeric Orb, but you got to keep the Frank sanity off the ground.
What about that?
Um,
that moved earlier?
You needed to get the ley line in play, Danzy.
Just make sure the doors don't snap shut.
Oh,
Not that such a thing could
No,
ever
I'm not.
happen.
Little one and me are going to Springfield and staying out there and fishing Saturday. Aw, I love fishing. Good luck with that, Dad.
Iron Wolf at the very beginning.
Give Mallory my love, even though she hates me.
part of the.
Make sure you call her Pickle Chew a couple times for me, just to keep her in line.
So,
No, dude, I know. If you say the magical word, it turns into has strength and durability of like.
Jackie having to lose her glimpses,
But use this rope.
paying alive
Use the arm.
to search out.
Iron rope.
Dude, hold it.
Okay, so there's nothing available to block the door open.
Yeah, at this point, Danzy's just got a racer with damage. She does not have crabs down, so.
metal lattice to the south.
I am a wild Snorlax.
Lattice.
I admit, I am a wild Snorlax.
Flitter across the wall.
Goes get a swamp.
Granting images.
Jackie altered that herself. I think it looks pretty cool. I thought it was Jill, but it's apparently Claire from Resident Evil. She's been going on a Code Veronica kick, she said, so she got into the mood to alter her swamps into Claire Redfield. Claire Redfield? Is that? Claire Redfield? I know it's Chris Redfield, but I don't know Claire's last name.
Okay. Alright, it doesn't do any good to stealth when you're 5 feet ahead of people who aren't stealthing.
My armor's not quiet.
That's true.
Yes, but I can stealth so good that you're not gonna
Knowledge history check.
Do, do, boo, boo, do, boo, do, boo.
22. Oh, sorry, not 22. 25.
Hi!
You notice that the paintings in this room portray a battle between the troops and div allies of ancient Osirian and the artificers and constructs of the Gistka Imperium.
No snow.
The two powerful nations clashed
I'm on.
for several hundred years, about negative 3,000 AR.
Muse just popping in to get a pick-me-up.
Eventually lost the prolonged conflict.
Claire Redfield. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought she was like what, Krista's sister, I think.
Is no
So yeah,
properly
Claire Redfield. It sounded right in my head, but I honestly I haven't played Code Veronica, but that doesn't matter. Let's see here.
I also have a negative one
So
shade.
now you're past the lattice into that.
I am a wild Snorlax.
So there's actually somebody in the party with less strength than me.
Yes. The fiery brazier to the east end of the chamber makes the air uncomfortable.
Oh,
and
my
acrid.
druid has
So
19.
Danzy has Bruna, it looks like.
When I'm trying to read the text. Thank you.
What's that?
An 8-foot tall statue of a devil with a large curved horn stands at the west edge. Across from the metal lattice is a
Danzy has Bruna,
staircase.
or Gisela, not Bruna, Gisela.
Buried under the
Tick up Elspeth, put more sisters, or more soldiers down.
My Eidolon to inspect that stuff.
Okay, give me a perception
I've heard.
check.
Okay.
I've heard that.
As stealthy as possible, obviously. And we have a.
Why didn't you attack? Oh, because you want to kill in one go. Because if you don't kill in one go, you're going to mill yourself. I got it. I got it. That makes sense. As long as she doesn't have any wipes, which she complained about not having enough wipes, so.
Any knowledge, arcana, or history?
Traumatize. Oh, that's rough. If only you had a Ley Line of Sanctity on the board to protect against such shenanigans.
Broken Ivory Baton, which is a magic
It's a
item
devotion deck.
that
You know there are Ley
controls
Lines in there.
control their
Run
powers.
Ley Line out.
Also, the flame is obviously continual.
Wait, it's broken?
Excuse me.
Yes, it's broken.
Dang it, I pick it up anyways. I pick it up.
Dancy Mills 17 in one go.
It's not working.
Amazing Traumatize.
Okay, so now you go down the steps and over there to the start of that next room.
5 mana, mill
Right, that
17.
little-
Seems good.
right there, yep.
I see a demonic satellite.
Dancy untaps 4, but if he does get Bruna down, if Bruna's still in play, that's going to help out quite a bit.
Walkway runs above the pool.
Because it's going to stop her from casting anything that costs 1, 2, or 3. I believe. Because Gisela, or Brizella, is a house that closes out games.
Humanoid with a large cryptic disc mounted upon its back.
What you got?
Turns to the west before the platform.
Wait, is it a real statue, not a paint one?
No. I detect magic and look in
You have Devotion, fetch up.
without moving forward.
No.
Okay.
So it's going to take a acrobatics
Do
check
you still have...
from pillar to pillar to get
If
It can step up wide.
if he has...
Like that.
or you
This
can
armor?
jump across the collapsed section.
12 white men... No, you have enough.
Okay,
You
so
go
you
get
are
Ulamog.
Successfully jumped to that far end, Asher.
Alright. I'm going to tie one end of the rope around myself.
Yeah, nothing 3 or less.
Tie the
So
other
what
end
you
of the
do...
rope around,
He's the big fat heavy guy. So.
Yes, you do.
no, I'm not going to throw a big fat time.
You're just step behind. Like the other
Just, I agree. One person jump while one person's tied off.
How much does the Eidolon weigh?
Oh, it's a small creature, so it wouldn't weigh.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's.
I tie the other end of the rope up to the Eidolon and try to toss him over to you, to Asher.
I mean, the outline kind of attempted to go.
I'm sorry, actually...
Brazella down on the field.
Asher, you jumped,
Oh, it's a beautiful sight. I've only been able to pull it off once, but it was against Kyle, and he scooped to it. So yeah, she's beefy buff.
you jump to the next one.
5, another Traumatize.
17?
Ooh, Jace the Memory Adept.
Another one.
I don't like it. More than that,
Okay.
Oh, well, that's not nearly as terrible.
You just jump your AC while you're
Okay.
out.
0, target player mills 10.
More than that.
Good lord!
Oh, which way?
Oh, 11?
You were correct.
You have fallen in the water, buddy.
I don't like water. I swear
You
to God.
are covered in some oily, yucky water.
I think I start like.
See,
Climb back up.
he had enough devotion. Nulamong must have been put into his graveyard, otherwise
Just 2 gallons of water
he,
at a time.
No, it's full
He
down.
won't be out of your range.
well, he's milling 3, so 1, 2, 3, and then he dies to the draw step, so that's unfortunate.
Far side
Oh, he's
there.
on the far side.
Yeah, I jumped away. I'm like, screw everyone else.
Okay, how far of a drop was that, by the way?
Wow.
It's not that deep,
It just
But,
sucks.
Oh, wrong way.
but
Wrong
you
way.
get covered in the oil if you fail any of the checks.
Okay, so
I put cast fire.
so now Danzy needs to mill or mull until he gets a ley line. Iona comes in from the sideboard to replace
Fail, they reel you back in, and just back
to replace Elishnorn. There is a buku ton of things that can come in. There are also Nevermores to stop like the Traumatize or just the big mills. There's more.
You need yellow soap.
I know there's just so much he could have done to stop that, and there's the quarantine field.
I like to think
quarantine field with all that devotion to just wipe out like all of her permanents. So you don't have to worry about the Mesmeric Orb.
So I'm gonna have Eidolon go across first.
There was just so much he could have pulled to get rid of it, but didn't, or didn't go for it.
DC 12, 8 checks.
8 checks in a row with DC.
But Danzy was able to get at least Gisela or Brizella on the field, so moral victories, I'll take that.
I fail one. That one
You
failed.
fail all.
And
I failed
once
the
you,
first one.
once you fail one, it doesn't particularly matter if you fail.
Yeah, there's, yeah.
I,
Nope, I failed.
I failed on the
That's
first one.
not very bizarre.
Oh
like
wait,
8
he's
checks.
Eidolon.
1, 2, clunch.
So everybody is covered in.
Anyway.
I'm like,
now you're on the
yeah,
far side over there.
I'm like, oh, that's not
Tronless John says to play better.
I don't suppose there's any chance we can turn the oil off the top of the water.
No, the water is pretty covered in this stuff.
Dancy wishes to express that you must be talking to Jackie because he knows you're not talking to him. I'll let you two squabble that out when he gets home tonight. Anyway, while we're sideboarding and while we're talking about things, let's talk a little bit about Ben Seidel. Now, not Slapper, not that one. Ben Seidel is slapping or is getting the Snorlax slapped out of him here. This is an approximation of what's going to happen when the YouTube channel The Zone 521 reaches 100 subscriptions. We are going to slap the ever-loving hell out of Ben Seidel because not only should it happen, but he wants it to happen. But I need your help. I need everybody to subscribe to the Zone 521. When we reach that magic number of 100, we are going to slap the ever-loving hell out of Ben Seidel. So, once that happens, it's going to happen. And we're going to get there. It's only a matter of time until we get to that number. So, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your parents, tell your pets. Subscribe to the Zone 521, and you too can help me slap the ever-loving hell out of Ben Seidel. And no, we are not talking about the Karn Father. The Karn Father has no place here, so we're just gonna nip that one in the bud right now. Did Danzy mow to a ley line, or does he have ley line but no mana?
Does it look like the other ward we found?
I mean, it's a completely different.
He's tossing it back.
It's a similar magic, yes.
So what's a ward?
Ward.
It's like you shall not pass. That's my imagination of it. You shall not pass.
And also, so the forge is magical.
Danzy mulliganing down, and it looks like Jackie.
Oh, it's a forge.
Okay, let's see where we're at.
Spellcraft.
I do not assist.
So, Jackie to 5. Both people to 5. I think this benefits Jackie unless Danzy does have himself a...
Forge back on with any of those checks.
Oh,
Anything perception appropriate if I'm percepting?
So I'm guessing.
No, it calls
What-
for
what's the skill?
spellcraft or a craft check.
of
What
what
kind
craft?
of craft?
Metalworking.
So, Jackie's
or
staying at
something
5.
along those lines.
Danzy's going to 4. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just not likely to get anything at this point. I mean, we could see ley line.
Work the
What would be hot is ley line.
He hasn't rolled for that.
The spellcraft to the forge, I don't think I've rolled for.
No, you haven't.
I had not done that yet.
Just me, Jeff.
Oh, yeah. Ley line, border post, land. Yeah, I mean, it's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah, we're good here.
Okay, so
Let's see if this
you are
will
with
work.
10 minutes of work able to partially work the forge
Configure.
and partially restore the ivory baton's functionality.
Keep
It
on doing
will require a use magic device check to activate,
Who has best?
and after it's been used once,
No.
it will
No, 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 no! Oh, okay.
break forever.
So we can
Okay,
keep on
so-
repairing
So
it.
he only
A tap dual land.
I don't
Okay.
have a UMD on this character yet.
Okay, I
So
get
Danzy
it.
goes land. Okay, so he had ley line, border post, land. Land. Not terrible. Not terrible. I mean, he can only go up from here. I mean, he does have Devotion 3 right now. So Nykthos is not a dead mana card. Jace's Phantasm comes down on the board.
Hey, I know
And now he's flooding out. Somehow, Dancy is flooding out with 4 cards on a mull. That's...
Look up the item.
Yep, that's fine.
Wait.
So if
I'm
you
assuming
find
you don't use
yourself
those.
at
That's
those
rough.
stairs
That's
at the
rough.
entrance to
Let
this
me
last
understand
room,
this.
Swing for 1.
Follow every command.
I don't
Jackie
know.
slowly... Oh, more land. Look at that. All the land. All the land all the time.
What's the order here? Because I'm just not everything.
Put me in front and get those goals. I'm a little.
No, we do not want.
There's the life gain. Land Jackie up to 21.
Golem gets initiative, he will rip your head off, and then none of us.
Jace's Phantasm gets in for a 1.
Put me
My
in front
items
of.
eventually will have
So,
So wait, why are we putting the tiny
And
thing in front?
I don't know. I just wanted to know.
slowly getting that devotion up that once he finally draws a threat card, it's coming down. No matter what it is, it's going to come down. I mean, his first spell could be Iona. I could handle that a lot.
constructed by rubble. Several statues with serpent motifs stand in the area. To the north, a
Okay.
large green stained glass window looms behind a twisted statue of 3
Oh my God.
conjoined with the hips.
All the land.
Lines
All the
across
land.
the floor in a central pool filled with luminescent green liquid. In several places, faintly glowing arcane script inscribed.
I don't think it's statistically possible to be drawing all of these cards at this time.
I bet it says I prepared explosive.
Okay, I looked
I
at
bet
that.
it says what it.
Jackie fetches.
What is I
Or is it initiative time?
In a row. In a row. You know what I mean.
Allows you to command the obedience of golems within 120 feet when the Ivy Baton is activated.
So I can
By
say.
bypassing them, you magic.
This is,
resistances to magic they make
This is a lot of interesting. This is a lot of interesting. What is he? I'm actually curious on what he's gonna draw first to get it out there.
500 total minutes before coming dust, and for every golem you control, you must multiply the
Time consumed, basically.
time consumed by the amount of
Couple of these games that
golems
are
you
what they
control.
say.
That was sweet. I took it to like 50 be like smash for like 5 minutes.
Powerful.
That's 6 minutes.
That's why it works once.
What did he put?
So
Oh,
basically,
Chaos?
say, follow
Well,
the-
it's a stylized C. I mean, it looks like a coffee mug.
Of course, I didn't bring the right figure.
Did he draw another land, or is it still Jackie's turn? I think.
Uh,
Oh, she cast a
one of
memory
these
out.
statues
Okay.
is alive. It's shaped like a snake. This is initiative.
Let's go, guys.
Wait, is gold?
Blessing Jace, mill herself.
I got a 6.
Gold should be shaped like an
You didn't need that counterspell.
Warren is at 6.
Did not need that
We'll roll the
counterspell.
Eidolon separately, apparently.
Boom, boom.
Anonymous 13.
What do you get? I didn't see. Is that an Elspeth?
My turn.
Is Crow.
Oh, it's Nulamog.
What's your modifier?
I got
Dorian.
You got Devotion 4.
I only got a 3.
by you.
So.
Yeah, he has Nulamog.
Is Krill, you are.
He has Nulamog.
That's an adjusted 3.
So does it look like this is the last room?
Move me in front of everybody.
Oh,
I'm,
put
I
your
have
hands
a,
not the stick.
Jackie.
I have an idea.
Crab?
Sphere.
I have an idea. You shouldn't get more than 30 feet away from me, but
I'm not.
Are we
that's
still covered in
that's
oil
all
right
30
now?
feet.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Just checking if
So
there's oil.
go ahead and show me where your flaming sphere is going to go.
Oh yeah.
Going all the way to the back.
Yeah, target player on the Hedron crab. Jackie's looking to mill herself out. Maybe she's on the laboratory maniac plan.
Flames field, I just
First, I will need a caster level check.
Okay. Why? That's my first use of it.
I need a caster level check.
It might have. It might
So
have.
D20 plus caster level is all that is.
Oh, I see it, Danzy. I see it.
Okay. The flaming sphere.
So devotion to 4,
Effect on the construct.
Okay.
4, 5, 6. He's
No, it's just your caster level.
Wait, does it appear? Wait.
Hestus.
Can I quickly take notes as a reaction
wow.
about and stuff like that, so I can do it later.
So Danzy
I
has
think you can get it, buddy. I don't think it's on your sheet.
5, 6, 7.
Can I control this thing?
5, 6, 7 land. He's only 3 mana away from Nulamog.
Like to.
Oh my goodness.
It's not a golem, it's construct.
Construct is a golem.
Can I
You
reroll?
have failed.
Can I reroll?
What?
I wanna reroll.
Did you roll a 1?
Oh, and
did
the
roll one.
ivory baton is gone now.
No, it's not gone. I just can't.
Oh, surely she's got bounce
It's
cards.
not a wand, but you will not be able to activate it the rest of the day. So you can't. Dorian, that's your turn.
Okay.
You
knowledge.
don't want to give him 20 cards right now.
Anna,
Okay.
The kid sulks off and goes to sleep for the whole day.
So I have a 27 on my Arcana.
Wow, this is fascinating.
is,
What'd you get?
3, so that's an 18 to identify.
Okay, here comes all the mana.
27, you would have 2 questions.
10 mana. Here's Nulamog.
Okay. What is the resistances on this thing?
It is immune, fire, and has construct traits. as well as
Jace's
spells.
Phantasm and Jace probably.
This will do nothing but hinder us.
So
I
immune to
might
fire,
need to just move it out of the way.
What are constructs traits, just so I'm clear on all
There they go.
Immune to mind effect.
Goodbye. Moldifor
So that would be your
and
second
the
question.
first spell he actually cast is Ulamog.
No,
Woo!
not necessarily.
And I forgot the border posts were mana anyway, so he was 1 land away. Oh, my decks are amazing, aren't they, everybody? Oh, yeah, it's so awesome.
It has a hellfire gaze that sends out rattling beams of fire from its eyes and sets people on fire.
Mesmeric orb. Oh, wow, wow.
Oh, and by the way,
I'm assuming that'd be considered a ranged touch attack.
next time I go, I'm just getting ready.
Not a target effect that definitely would take him down a bit, but see, now we're drawing into threats. I don't think you have more mana than she does.
Yeah, it's
Ranged touch
a
attack?
ranged touch attack. It is. It's not an actual gaze.
So it doesn't.
Exiles
say
20.
for a really thing, it'd be
It is beams. It has a attack roll to hit.
so a high dodge is what you need. Okay.
4,
Well,
5,
in that case,
6, 7,
let's see.
8, 9,
Line of sight.
10,
Can I shoot an arrow?
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 cards.
Up the staircase. So yeah, you certainly
Have a good night, John. Thanks for stopping by. I think Danzy's going to get at least 1 victory in this match. Hopefully, he'll be able to get a win in the round. But I will definitely see you Tuesday, sir. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by.
Dubious about my DR on that, so it'll be an adamantine arrow. I shoot at it. Okay. Is an 18 sufficient to hit it?
Is she going to trauma? Oh,
Thank God.
ooh. She's gonna mill herself out. 4,
No, he
5,
he-
6, 7, 8, 9,
So
10.
Six
I
enemies.
need to do slightly less than 6.
Woo.
Okay.
What else?
Animation here is slightly less than 6.
Stop commanding.
1,
That is its
2,
turn.
3,
Iskrill
4,
can shoot its
5.
that you touch 13.
What else you got?
Miss.
What's your touch AC?
14.
1, 2.
18 dex.
I have 16. I calculated it as 14.
Do you have a dodge bonus?
Nope, no card drawing effect, so
I have a side.
Danzy draws.
Oh, yep, that was
Another ley line.
Nice. I forgot about that.
Okay, cast blood.
And attack for 12.
Take +1 to hit.
4N.
5.
And Jackie loses on her draw step. Oh, wow. That was the slowest of burns. The slowest of
That gives
burns.
you +2 AC as a deflection bonus. Which would actually help you for touch.
Oh, Danzy got there.
Okay.
And then
Danzy definitely got there.
We're on this way or no? There's some vines there, so it's probably difficult terrain.
Anyway, let's see what's going on here with Victory Row here.
That would be the Eidolon's turn.
Okay, my Eidolon will advance forward.
Wild Game 3 action.
Eventually get flanking with
This could go to either buddy.
What's its speed?
Hopefully Danzy now knows she doesn't have an out to ley line, so mow down the ley line.
I believe
He's got it. Oh! Oh, he's good. He's good. Danzy keeps 7. Danzy keeps 7.
I believe you can fight defensively.
Jackie,
Make a double move.
No, sorry, I wasn't wanting to.
she's gonna keep it.
I was wondering-
Danzy starts with Ley Line of Sanctity.
It would be your Avalon right now.
Yeah, I want to be more in the group with everyone else. Eventually, I want to do that. So.
All right.
It'll be
Wow.
Fighting defensively.
Wow.
Iskrill, that's you.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to play this right now because you're lacing me into fire, so it's no use. So let's see.
Jackie cracks a fetch.
2.
So I need a caster level check at caster level 1. So a D20.
I think Danzy's gonna have a little bit more fun playing with a full 7 card hand as opposed to a 4 card hand, which consisted of a ley line and 3 mana sources.
I'm not trusting myself with the
Wow, that was
little line of sight.
altogether good. I mean, just fantastic all around. Yeah, she's gonna start milling herself early.
No, 'cause it's
Get it in, get it done good. Land into a border post.
So,
It
never
has
mind.
resistance against
Never mind
magic.
moving towards.
Danzy's second ley line, that was his draw for turn.
It's not affected by magic and any other resistances.
I'm going to, in between matches, I'm going to adjust the hand cam up a little bit.
Constructs aren't lives, and it's not like that.
Danzy, can you tilt the red hand cam up? There you go. Right there. Perfect. Thank you.
I literally
I
went
know
around
the
the
sad
audience.
story of a robot. He was our friend and he got hacked.
It is a beautiful hand. I have to agree with that, sir. Thank you very much. Alright, Danzy plays a Plains, and it's going to not remain a... Oh, it is. Knight of the White Orchid to go ahead and get yourself 2 lands. Or get yourself a land. And then with that land, bounce it back to play a border post, probably.
Yeah, immunity to necromancy effects.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah, negative 13 damage. is
Yep.
necromancy.
Yep. Tap it, put the... Oh.
Yeah.
Way, move yourself.
Dorian.
Oh, back to me?
Yep.
Border post, border post.
Okay, next turn I'll smash it out.
Can I move? So who's gonna be?
Jackie plays a land, has to mill herself due to Leyline not being able to be targeted on Danzy. Play a plains and a black probably, and she's gonna glimpse herself for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's all I can do.
So it's a race. Can Jackie kill herself before Danzy does? At this point, yeah.
No.
Most are debating whether to move forward and then like toss guidance on someone to give them an extra plus to their attack, or whether to just stay back and shoot.
Danzy has the mastery of the unseen, which could be very good. So there's Nykthos, gonna get himself devotion 5. 5 mana, has 6 or 7 available.
Adamantine arrow attack.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh no.
And you blessed, right? Yeah. We're
Take a plus one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7.
That's gonna be a miss for sure.
Mastery of the
8 plus,
Nevermore on Mesmeric Orb.
12.
You cannot cast Mesmeric Orb.
Okay, so I missed with the arrow.
So,
And can I move with my second? My
Nevermore.
just move me forward.
Never leave home without it.
just make sure you're in.
About 30 feet. I want to be behind you, as relatively close.
Jackie takes 2 from the knight.
Yeah, I'm going to.
She is not going to be deterred on her self-millification.
So it's going to shoot you with its IV.
It's like I'm gonna shoot you.
I have AC, touch AC 15.
So I have touch 16 to hit you.
This is gonna hurt.
And because you are covered in the oil.
Anyway, Jackie. Danzy, plains, no action in hand. All the actions on the board. Draws. Is that a Master of the Unseen, or did those come out?
So 3 damage, minimum damage.
11 mana.
Bruna.
Bruna!
That could have been like 6.
Counter that.
That could have gone up to 14 damage.
Jackie's got a counter spell, just waiting in hand.
Oh, never mind. Who the-
And that will be your
You would have been alive. You just
Okay.
on the ground.
Yep, counter target spell, its controller mills 2.
Okay.
This is going.
And Danzy gets in for 2 more damage.
Takes 2 spaces to cross it, basically.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Jackie staving off the slow death of night death in favor of mill death.
I'm going to do my blessing of war on myself.
So swift action to activate it.
Limited swift action.
Yeah.
Oh, it actually depends on which blessing it is.
Oh no.
Oh, did he draw Iona?
Blessing of Ward is a standard action activate.
Please say you have Iona.
Change it as a swift.
Yep.
I'm going to start with
Oh, Ulamog.
feet to base
New Lamog.
speed.
Okay.
So I go 30.
Alright.
Getting countered.
This is when you play with.
Oh, cancel.
Plus 5, 10. Because the
Yep.
line. 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. And that's the Eidolon.
I want to get my Eidolon moving up, pinching on, moving on the side, the person in front, I'm gonna pinch on the other side, diagonal. And I'll do a double move action.
Wow.
There.
Yep.
Jackie could be blocking the crab, but
Is correct.
I can't do a create pit because I would trap in the.
she taps.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, don't pit.
Dampen thought.
Melee guys.
It's a 10 by 10.
3, 4, no 4.
5.
10 by 10 is 4 squares.
No.
Oh, do
But
it now.
do we want it in the pit? Like, don't we want to
Do
destroy
I
the
want
thing?
to put it in the pit?
I don't think.
Put it in the pit.
Sorry.
But then we can't attack it with the 2 people that are gonna go and attack it.
Yeah, I've wasted all this time.
Oh, you can
getting up
splice.
to it.
Dampen thought is a 2 mana mill fort
I got a hunch he's going to get out.
that you can splice into Arcana
It's a snake.
for 2.
That's a good point.
Oh, I missed the attack.
How about I don't? How about I just don't?
Jace's Phantasm.
Magic missile and kill it.
I can't. I have
Danzy
to
draws.
even make it, so
Alright.
let's do it again.
Boros Reckoner.
Cast level again.
Yep.
Knight.
Okay. Has to
gets through. No blocks. Jace's Phantasm going to start returning the attack damage. A second Jace's Phantasm. Danzy with 4 cards in his graveyard. Not.
That's pretty high SR, actually. Okay.
Get there. Get there. Danzy untaps.
And let's do...
Bringing in another Plains. And attacks for 5.
From where I'm at, would it be a problem to shoot an arrow, or does that cover? Or can I...
You're far
Block the Reckoner. Ah!
Yeah, you duck.
Kill both Phantasms. Fantastic. So Jackie takes 2. One Phantasm takes 2 from the, or takes the other one down because of the Reckoner being Reckony.
Off to the side, yeah. Eventually,
Jackie gaining a life with the dual land. Goodbye, Mesmeric Orb. You couldn't be cast anyway.
And I roll...
Jackie passes turn back to Dancy. Dancy drawing more lands somehow. Swings for 5.
Apparently the opponent is large.
Jackie takes it.
doesn't have that good of a.
Down to 4. She has 1 turn to kill herself.
And it's 2, unfortunately.
Draw. Play a land. Trigger the mill. Crack the fetch.
DR that I was hoping it'd be bypassing, not all.
Nothing better.
Go ahead. Yeah.
At this point,
Dig it out. Dig it out.
One is going to shoot. Touch 19.
Definitely hits the touch 19.
Shuffle it up. Mill 3
That
more.
will be 5 fire damage. I roll snake eyes on the 2 6. Okay.
Danzy demanding to cut his opponent's deck. It doesn't matter that there's only 4 cards left in it.
Yeah, I rolled the oil damage there. Anonymous.
All of us are woven oil, so once we get hit, we get caught on fire.
I mean, I think...
Jace.
Yeah, you're...
Oh, and she's traumatizing herself for 3 cards.
The train.
These are stairs leading back up.
Worth it.
Okay.
Worth it.
5, 10. Attack the, I'll make a hopeless attempt to attack with the scimitar.
All the land. All the time.
I have nothing that will work against this opponent.
Wow.
That's a 6, 7, 8.
That will miss.
Not that it matters if it did.
Orange.
Alright, I'll change it to an AC bonus.
Wow. Jackie. Does she got a mill?
Face.
Does she got? Is she gonna kill herself?
Long sword time.
What she got? What she got? Oh, she's gonna breaking.
17, am I still getting the bonus?
Breaking.
18?
That will hit.
Alright. 4 points of damage.
Seems to do less than that, but some damage.
Yay, I helped.
Eidolon.
This is why we need
Okay,
one of
the
our
Eidolon will...
It
move
takes
up
red
into melee
mana.
range.
It's like black, blue, and red, green, or red, black, or something like that. Danzy.
The only square you
O-ring.
can flank is here and here.
But that contract's like
Yeah, Mesmeric Orb can be played, and Danzy gets in for the attack. Danzy pulls out the victory.
These 2 squares, so there's nobody
Oh.
that could actually flank it.
Oh,
So my Eidolon...
That should give you a
Danzy.
Yeah, could my Eidolon move into the flanking position?
He
No, 'cause
he did
it's
it.
against the wall.
He did it. Danzy got to 7.
This square,
7
the Eidolon's in, and then when he moves
7
to
wins
the
on
back,
Cam.
there.
Fantastic, Danzy. Jackie unfortunately dropping down to 1 and 2. Woo.
Okay, well, I will just...
Ah,
make
Iona.
the Eidolon's claws
Yep.
and hope for the best.
I probably have low
That was
safety
16
right now.
touches.
I have 18. So
Congratulations, Danzy, on a very well-deserved victory. Got there.
And
So worth it.
so both hit.
Oh my goodness. Oh, all the goodness. All the goodness. Danzy pulling it out.
3,
Getting there. I have no idea who's gonna be up next.
Point of damage.
And 4.
What do we got out here? What do we got? We got 5 hued humans. We've got
Has DR 2
we got the mill. We got. You know what? I want to see the rock up. I love the concept of the rock deck.
Israel.
Dustin Whalen will be up next if he wants to.
Am I clear line of sight to do my crossbow?
not now.
There's now.
I can hear you, it's
people-
fine.
It would have partial cover, so they'd be +2 to its AC, but you could still hit it. Or actually,
You have
in
-4
in
when you-
melee, so you would be effectively at -6 to hit it with the crossbow. Unless you have
Dustin Whalen. Next match.
I have point blank shot.
precise shot. Is the point blank is
Within 30 feet.
within 30 feet.
That's why I
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the rock. I want to see the rock happen.
walked away trying to break the rock.
I think it's gonna be good. I think we're gonna have fun.
I could animate
I'm gonna go back to an old well,
coil.
and I'm gonna pull up some
Try to tie it up. It's escaping
I
me
mean,
out.
the magic
Titan deck icons. I'm gonna get some deck icons up here. I now have space for deck icons. I'm gonna use deck icons, and it's all thanks to the rock being played. And there it is, the rock
Its SR is 8, so you'll need to roll 7.
goes in right there.
I'm assuming
Oh, I
it's
rolled
not
a
that-
7 though.
I rolled
I have 4 plus 3
Nine.
cast level.
No, it only adds 1.
9
You'll have
to
to roll a
break glass.
natural 7 with the wand.
9
No, that's not good.
to sticking and breaking glass.
It's heavy.
You're gonna want to get within
glass.
30 feet of me.
We're gonna move Mr. Blue Cow.
He's gonna
It's
heal.
gonna heal.
I'm gonna channel
Do
positive
you want to
energy.
move over there and
I don't really.
I should have moved. I still had that one action.
You should all be
you can
moving.
still move.
I
Bunch of
would.
chuckleheads.
Let's see here. We're getting Dustin up here. We're gonna see who his opponent is.
25.
You know-
Dorian.
Let's see. I'm going to advance forward and cast guidance on this guy. So I ended with touch.
And it sounds like Nick Owens or Nick McCarthy.
Ideally.
Up there.
Almost got there.
Almost guidance on him. I prefer to cast
Ah, it's McCarthy.
I'd like to have
Okay.
some cover from hiding behind you.
Okay.
The square behind me is empty. Okay.
Who's on which side?
So now
Oh,
you
Nick's
guys
over here,
are
okay.
in melee range. The 2 arms, which are snakes, are going to start biting people instead of firing that rays at people. So it's going to bite.
No,
the
no,
war
not that
priest
one.
And the priest.
Let me unmute you so you can get in here.
It's your normal.
That was interesting.
AC
Yeah, that happened.
2. And
Oh my god, I'm just. I mean,
4, 8 damage.
yeah, that happened.
Do you not have an opponent, or did you get the bye?
I got the buy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Snake. I faced the giant one.
So, yeah.
And anonymous. That is.
So Leyline of Sanctity. That's
Yeah,
a
that,
thing.
yeah. That just. I know what. This tonight has been like a good eye opener. Like, I've been going super hard on that mill, and it's like I need to keep an eye out for that creature swarm, those enchantments and those artifacts. You know, but the thing is, it's more of a question. How many cards does black or blue get for destroying artifacts or enchantments? None. Well.
No, that's why when it comes to mill, the all stars are Echoing Truth.
Which I've never heard of
Um,
until I've heard Echoing Truth thrown around a lot.
Echoing Truth is your #1 go-to. It's 2 mana, instant, return target permanent, and all other permanents with the same name as that permanent to their owner's hands.
Ah,
So even if they have multiple instances of you can't touch me, as long as they're the same name,
yeah.
it's out of Kamigawa, I believe.
Which shouldn't be that hard for me to.
Yeah, I mean it's out there, it's around. Yeah. Oh, Darksteel. It first made in Darksteel. It's in Elspeth v. Tezzera. It's in Modern Masters. It's in Commander 2015. It's been printed out there. It's a 50-cent card,
Yeah.
and definitely worth it.
And
Oh, yeah.
The other things is
Yep. So roll double damage. for the
blue
bounce.
just has a ton of bounce spells.
Yeah, and
That's
I
the most prevalent. There's some single mana bounce at like sorcery speed, or that they but they don't do anything. Most of the 2 mana ones like draw a card or have some sort of an effect on it, or like an addition to the bounce,
Yeah.
because bouncing is just that way. Goif Watch 1-2,
Yep.
and we are immediately down on life
Israel.
and a Thoughtseize.
Oh, you might want to fix it because it still says that I'm still up.
Oh, because
Yep.
I don't care.
It okay.
Anyway, Dustin,
And I will be
On
right back.
the Rock,
Heal us all back over.
and Nick Carthy.
So now I'm gonna move back over and try my quest.
Is on
Dorian.
Derp
I'm gonna roll.
Shadow for
Alright,
some
going
reason.
to
I'm pretty sure that's
move forward and
22.
So roll your damage.
We're in the middle
Anyway, looking down here, we've got yeah, we're oh, we got an Inquisition coming down on so we're gonna take the Culligan's command.
You're pretty sure.
Didn't need that.
Oh no, 5 damage.
Yep. So it does 0 damage.
Goif is a 3/4.
Next turn, it's going to hit the Eidolon with one.
Goif is already up to a
and
4/5.
The War Priest with the other. So it misses the Eidolon.
Let's see. Let's get rid of Snorlax because we're on Goif Watch.
16.
nope.
Anonymous.
7 off. Huh?
Boop, boop, Goif.
channel more positive energy, exclude the opponent, not that it matters.
So pay attention, you're still within 30 feet of everybody.
Why did I have to roll that?
Everybody recover 3.
Hooray.
Orin.
So about that me hitting, so it's still +8, right?
Correct.
Yes.
It is a
No,
4/5.
plus 7 because guidance is only
Yeah, yeah.
one roll.
That's a big Goif.
Oh, you can just cast guidance.
I think he's dead,
That only worked
Did you
twice.
skip my?
but he's still a big Goif.
How did that? Because I
Cletus, the slack-jawed vampire.
I don't know how I missed you then. I apologize. You should have gone.
Okay, I want to move forward and guidance him again,
Okay.
but ideally be behind it, or further away from the snake. I don't want to be.
You are up there and like leaning over the edge of the stairs.
I got it.
Just a hand from the stairs.
Guidance. Guidance.
All right.
+1.
18.
18 will hit.
All right.
Well, what a popular place.
5 damage.
So it takes 3. And then Eidolon.
Hey, little Eidolon. And it's got Eidolon has flanking right now, right?
Correct.
And bless.
And plus. So 16.
16 hits.
Okay,
And welcome back.
All right.
second one,
I
got
was
two,
just,
so that's
I guess Cletus didn't stick around long, so it doesn't really matter, but we're ready for the next time.
Okay, so I hit once.
Anyway,
And those two,
Nyx.
so
So
Oh, I guess he is still out there, so.
Iskarel.
Relevance. The media file.
A 12 hit. I got 11 plus 1.
Hit with the.
Magic missile.
Yeah. Yep.
3.
It takes 3 damage. Pestis.
There he is.
You want to sling the.
Fine.
This is why I bought all these wands. Lily, I can't
Imagine
do
you go.
this.
Imagine
Dorian.
Oops, wrong way.
I
There we go.
bless him again.
Guidance him again.
I guidance him, yeah. I guidance you again.
So same thing. It's gonna try to attack the Eidolon once and him once. So AC 13 on the Eidolon
I hope AC is good. That's 15.
and AC 9.
Which is laughable.
These dice apparently against all their clone players.
And Nick gets attacked all the way down to 10.
Ooh.
I had the party the other day
And Dustin's gonna gain a life because of Cletus.
Anonymous. That's
Or
your
20,
Okay.
23's, yeah, 22. Life chips, people. Life chips. They work.
10. Guidance the Eidolon.
Watergrave comes into play tapped, so as not to shock himself to death. But he does fetch. This is the perils of playing Derp Shadow. You have to kill yourself to be relevant.
That's 11, so 9. Starting to look fairly cracked. And Eidolon. No, on the
First
second.
attack gets the guidance proc. Which hits. I rolled an 18.
He is
so
a-
that hits. And second attack has 20 something, so both hit.
Okay.
And see if I do damage. Nope. First one does 2 damage, so no hit. And second one does 3 damage, so 1 point.
And Iskrill.
Chipping away at it.
This is what I'm talking about with Cletus.
Oh yeah.
It's Kalitas, but it's Cletus, the slack-jawed vampire.
Yeah.
If I
That's
kill it
this.
with magic missile, just tiny little
Just don't shoot that. Like,
So that's what's going on there.
Yeah.
don't put it in your mouth.
Yep.
He is a vampire warrior that when he sacrifices another vampire zombie, put 2 counters on Cletus. And then if a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, instead exile and put in a 2/2 black zombie onto the battlefield under your control. So it stops, it controls the board state. I mean, as long as you're wiping out creatures from your opponent's board, and honestly, if you're playing Jund, it's what you do. But this is the rock.
Yeah.
I wanted to surprise
He
them.
does the last amount of damage.
That's what I was wondering because I see the pictures and I'm just like, why is it called The Rock? That seems like an interesting name. There's got to be a story behind it.
I don't exactly remember why it's called the Rock. It's just called the Rock.
Jumping down a well.
'Cause I see that Lily girl and I see
Yeah,
our
it's,
Kalitas and I don't remember who.
that's
that
the
duder is.
that is Bob. That's the Dark Confidant.
Oh yeah.
He's the 2/1 that on your upkeep you reveal the top on your upkeep you reveal the top card of your library and put it into your hand. You lose life equal to its CMC.
Yeah.
Here goes a big zombie fish coming down.
Well, give me a perception check first.
First, I'll do that.
20.
You find the secret door.
Yeah, I also.
See, I didn't think about that. Like with the space that I have in between the hand cams, it allows me to reuse my deck icons that I love so very much. Because I
Yeah.
took a lot of time making these, and I'm very proud of them.
Stained glass window looms.
Yeah.
over the
That is pretty good.
Why change the stone?
As somebody who is a frequenter of Photoshop and enjoy those slap shop silliness, yeah, I can respect it.
I love GIMP. GIMP's my baby. I'm too cheap to buy actual shop, so
A link
Said I bought it.
why not? I'm just saying GIMP works just as good.
Oh yeah, not knocking. I've tried GIMP once and it's like a little. If I took a bit more time to get used to it, I probably would have
Right.
done a bit better.
And we're tapping down and sacking the zombie to get Cletus 2 counters. And we're untapping. That's still a big goif.
I was gonna say, what makes Goif big?
Tarmogoyf is a 0/1 creature
Yeah.
who gets a +1/+1 for each creature or for each card type among card types in your graveyard.
Ah.
So, of the 9 card types, he can become a 9/10.
Yeah.
That's creature, artifact, enchantment, land, instant, sorcery, tribal, planeswalker, and I always forget one. Well, they're on the card. Tarmogoyf. But I need to look at the future sight version. Artifact, creature, enchantment, instant, land, planeswalker, sorcery, and tribal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess it's 8.
Yeah.
8 types.
explored the room.
I always thought they're 9, but there's not. See,
Yeah.
the reason he was future shifted is because he alluded to
So you
tribal,
Yeah.
and Planeswalkers,
Yeah.
which didn't come about until Lorwyn
Yeah.
and
Because-
Shadowmoor. Yeah, Lorwyn and Shadowmoor.
Because hey, the Lorwyn 5.
Right, the Lorwyn 5, and I don't know if there were Tribal in Lorwyn, or if Tribal came about in Shadowmoor.
I
think
remember.
Tribal came about in Shadowmoor.
So the two of you,
24.
the
But
three of you,
let's find
an
out.
avian silhouette
Text
passing in front of the
types.
moon before flapping off in the direction of the new sun.
Tribal. Oops.
I love it.
It might help if I can type. Hard to do such without fingers.
So,
How big?
Tribal.
I start running off.
Lorwyn.
Like a
Okay.
It did start in Lorwyn, so Future Sight looked at Lorwyn to tell us that Tribal was coming and Planeswalkers were coming.
Yeah.
I like Future Sight. Future Sight was great.
I do like the border, like I respect that they tried something different at least.
Well, they were. It's not that they were trying something different. It's they wanted to show that every card in that set that had that border
Yeah.
was a peek into the future.
Yeah.
And they were just thinking, it's like, hey, maybe this is what Magic's gonna look like in the future.
Yeah.
Because everything that was on this border was
Had-
something
yeah.
different that hadn't been in the game that they're alluding to.
Yeah.
That in cycle the entire cycle of lands that was there, they only printed one in a complete cycle, and that was the Graven Cairns, which was the black-red one, which is a filter land. It was printed in Shadowmoor.
Game 2?
Dustin got there. He just had way too much power on the board.
Yeah, fair enough.
So let's go ahead and get rid
That
of
red.
Cletus. Let's get the red victory right there, and reset life totals, because that's how it goes in the Wild Wild West. But no, the future shifted cards, like back to the lands.
Yeah.
The five that were in Future Sight were the Graven Cairns, which is black red. You can tap black or red to generate black and red, or black or red.
Oh yeah.
And that entire cycle got printed in Shadowmoor Eventide.
Yeah.
The other four cards that they experimented with on the dual lands in Future Sight never have been made yet. They're the Horizon Canopy, which is the white-green one, which when it taps for colored mana, it hurts you,
Yeah.
and you can pay 1 and sack it to draw a card.
Okay.
The blue-black one is River of Tears,
Yeah.
that it taps for blue, but if you have landfall, it taps for black. I thought they had two very good sets with the whole Zendikar, and going back to Zendikar to make those the cycle
Oh yeah.
that, they tap for one color, but if you have landfall, they tap for the other color
Oh yeah.
because it's landfall. It's
Yeah.
Zendikar.
Yeah.
But no, we got the battle lands instead.
Oh,
The red-green one was Grove of the Burn Willows, which if it taps for red and green, your opponent gains a life.
yeah.
That's how it does. The white-blue one is Nimbus Maze,
Yeah.
which is it taps for white if you control an island, and it taps for blue if you control plains.
Yeah.
All right, they haven't printed that cycle either. And the other one is let's see here, black-blue,
It
green,
looks
red,
like some damage
green,
has
white,
been.
red-black.
Oh, or did they?
Yeah, they're paying life.
Oh, okay.
6 and 18.
It's supposed to
And
be
then
like Band-Aid goblin.
Nimbus Maze, Graven Cairns, River of Tears, Grove of the Burn Willows, Horizon Academy. That's all 5. It was
Yeah.
only allied colored in the lands, but they only made a cycle of one of them, and they were the filter lands, and I thought that was great, but
Yeah, that is.
Apparently
It's
nobody
like they
did.
do sound really interesting. I was looking at River of Tears for my deck. Then I was just like, I don't trigger landfall enough
Right.
frequently to get that effect of
Right.
tapping for black.
right.
But my deck's more blue focused anyway, so
I mean, if you have crabs, you have a lot of land.
Yeah. Landfall.
Landfall. So, I mean, there's no reason not to, but, you know, it's up to you, because I think River's creeping up in price again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So we've got a Pyretic, or not Pyretic Spellbomb, but an Ebony Spellbomb that lets you sack to wipe out a graveyard, which is going to keep Goyf under control. I'm not exactly for sure what that thing is. I think it's creatures get a +1/+1 from something.
But it's signed, so that's pretty neat.
That is pretty neat.
There's a reasonable assumption that a character
There's only one card that I'd ever want, like, signed by the artist.
Oh,
And
yeah?
that is Blood Artist, because that's, like, my favorite card.
That's cool.
Out of all the Magic cards I've ever seen in my life.
I like that.
That's my favorite.
I like that.
Yeah.
if it was Pathfinder Society legal.
Yeah, it's PFS.
I do like the
Yeah, I could have.
Profane Memento and the flavor text for Profane Memento, because it actually is from the Blood Artist,
Blood
Dominique.
Artist. Okay.
And I'm trying to remember what set recently had a similar Profane Memento. But, oh, what the...
What are we looking at on here? What is the... Is that a... What
Can we
is...
zoom in and enhance?
I'm thinking about it. I gotta go Snell Vision, as we like to call it. Let's see here. Game Cam. Configure the input.
And then you can also make them smaller, and so they suffer tons of. You can have medium or small. As
Do do do. Zoom 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 zoom. Okay.
So I made mine small to get the
We are looking at... Oh, it's an Engineered Explosives.
Ah.
Set to 2. And that's a 1-drop that does something.
It does a thing.
Oh, it's an M card. I don't know what it's from, but it's green.
Yep.
Does things. Back to actual vision. Okay.
Class skill, and all added together gives you an 18 stealth, a 15 perception, and a 16 disabled
But yeah, I like Future Sight. I like that whole time spiral block. Just everything about it. The first set time shifted from the past for the future, or for the present. Planar Chaos, spinning the color wheel and putting new cards out with a new color flavor. And Future Sight giving us a peek into the future. Unfortunately, some of that future did come into a reality,
Fruition.
like Delve. And K-Command's going to go ahead and kill that, and he's going to resurrect the Shadow back to his hand. So whatever it was, it's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry.
And then the rest of the summoner is, I made him in, so my summoner, this is level 1. This is level 1 guy playing. My elf, I made him an elf. And
Alright.
feat that you can
We
take
are
that
looking
is,
at
breadth of expertise, I think it is, or something like that. I have to look it up. It's, +2 to
lots
all
of
knowledge
good
that you can
stuff
take from
over
free.
in
There's a
Dustin's
+4
hand.
intelligence modifier, so all knowledge skills and actually all professional skills.
Looks like we're going to go with the Tireless Tracker.
As,
Going to get himself some
so
clues.
make all profession checks too.
You could have saved us earlier for something, right?
Yeah, that was a profession check I forgot I could make.
Yeah, you could have made that, and we could have gotten.
So you guys are going to be coming in here through these double doors. If you want to set
And
yourselves
Goyf, I
up.
believe, is up to
I would like to stealth forward.
There's not stealth when somebody is sitting there waiting for you to come so that she can kill you.
You just really want to stealth, don't you? You can stealth on a great time.
Half of what I can is stealth. Being what his thing
So we got a Shadow and a Dreadbore. Excuse me.
Unless she has a +9 to perception, or rolls it out 20.
And a Stubborn Denial. Stubborn Denial is a 1 blue counter spell. That is a straight up counter spell if you control a creature with power 4 or bigger.
Yeah.
Kraken Fet or Kraken Shock down to 12. So if Derp Shadow does come out, it will be a 1/1.
His move speed sucks.
It's a straight
It's a
line.
good thing you have the blessing of war.
Oh, those are clues. Okay. I thought that was, yeah, okay. Tireless Tracker makes sense. That's a clue because he had landfall.
Make double move.
No, you could straight on run. You have a straight path. You can straight run 4 times.
She's computed on the high edge, 'cause that's
And here comes Dreadbore, killing the Tireless Tracker.
Just figuring out where exactly they're placed.
And he's responding with a crack fetch. Get more clues. Down to 16.
I thought she was on the lower level, so I was like, I can just straight up run out there. I'm like, but don't get in my way.
Let's finish this, and then we'll probably have like 8
Shadow.
Double shadow.
So they're 1/1 shadows.
No, he's not
Let's get spoopy.
A lot of times you wrap up with like make a diplomacy check to see if you did a good job.
Nick's trying to avoid the Maelstrom Pulse that is going to be cast right now, because here it comes. Had it sit in his hand the whole time.
Oh,
Maelstrom Pulse
and
takes out both shadows.
there
so.
it is.
Yep. Nick is like, I'm only scared of one card, and it's the Maelstrom Pulse. I hope you don't got it. And of course you had it, because
Yep,
you're playing the
that
Rock.
just.
Unfortunately, there's no help because you guys aren't in the high
Tapping it down, and Monkey Land comes into play tapped.
Knights.
Lily of the Last Hope.
Hell Knights aren't as tough as
Lily,
they think they are.
As they brutally cut off your head and then cut your
Hell of a night.
Unfortunately, they are tough.
Liliana.
Yeah, when you have those 2007s,
I
they're
don't
not
think any of them are undead, so except for the guy.
Liliana, the Lost Hope, or the Last Hope.
Oh, you almost had her at the bottom there.
Yeah, there she is.
Wait, I thought you said the concept.
Yep.
Yeah, he tried to tick up on any permanent, but it does have to be a creature for him to do it, so he couldn't tick her up on the manland, so
Ooh.
it is up to 1, but unfortunately it's not gonna be able to get it because it must be a creature to be targeted in such way.
Yep.
Well, actually, it's
Well,
way
no,
after, so it's another day.
I remember buying a fat pack of Eldritch Moon, and that was like one of my last pack pulls. So it's just, and I bought it when the fat packs were like kind of like on sale.
Right,
So I was like,
okay.
I just pretty much made back what I just spent on this. That feels great, man.
And then you may return a creature from a graveyard to your hand.
I'm going to public and use magic device, so he's not the only one.
Okay, so instead of ticking up Liliana to try to sway the monkey from killing her, he chose to tick her down to mill 2 and then put a Derp Shadow from his graveyard into his hand, which he then cast. And he's now dead.
I know I can do it.
Look up use magic device. You have to be really good at it to have any chance.
I had one plus 6. I rolled a 1.
When I hit level
And if you didn't catch it at the beginning of our broadcast, I would like to remind everybody that Thursday Magic is filmed in front of a live Pathfinder audience.
He will get
A
another
loud, noisy Pathfinder
It's
audience.
fine, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Then again,
We're all
I
friends here.
yeah.
You have 2 levels out.
yeah, I level 3.
No, when you're level, no.
8 games.
I know.
Oh no, he's like plays like 6 games a day. That he'll be fine if he does that.
I don't play quite.
And looks like we're on the land destruction
I plan things
plan.
out many sessions ahead, so as to have a game plan.
And a shuffle, and a fetchy.
I
And I'm
am
like,
very
your
complicated character.
Yeah, it looks like it was a
Play what?
He's a complicated
ruinous.
Yeah, you should.
I'm never gonna remember what that card is called.
Okay, please, what's that?
This girl.
Monkey killing Liliana. We don't need her hanging around.
Nope. Just a stick in the mud, anyways.
I have a 6, and my Eidolon is 18.
What's your Eidolon's bonus?
Plus 2.
Orin
4.
and Anonymous.
12.
I really haven't attacked any time, have I?
You haven't done anything of value, but that's beside the point.
I know, I've killed everything. I've killed all
He
of
retrieved the dagger.
He,
At the bottom of the well.
Get the killing blow on that snake.
Yeah, I got to kill the wall and everything. Like, I'll get to kill the
Except
wall.
one of the skeletons, I got that.
Yeah, what the
I
skeleton?
said
Well, then
Wait, no, I got 2 of the skeletons.
Yeah, it's too bad. I got the bigger snake. I'm gonna
I
get
was in the bathroom at the time, so I don't
You-
believe you.
what?
Flat-footed.
Field of Ruin.
Flat-footed. Oh,
I don't know why I can't ever remember Field of Ruin.
oh. No,
I feel dumb for it because I use it. I just don't know what it is. I know what it does.
Yeah.
I just can't ever remember what it's called.
Fair enough.
Would be deflection from something like a ring of.
Anyway, oh, he's at 11 now because he cracked
You're like, no,
for
I don't have all this
a
stuff.
tapped
Wait, but I do.
watery grave.
I got sick of all my armor.
He's like, no.
Have no bonuses.
So it looks like. Oh.
Taking 22s to the face.
Is that a engineered explosives as well? What do we got here?
Everything but what you can do.
Oh, it's a land. Okay, so crack fetch
Yep.
goes to 15.
Looks like Nick also had a fetch and yeah. I never remember all the differences between all the lands. I just try to remember them.
That's fine.
But it looked like he had a polluted delta in hand, so
Mm.
that looks fun.
So you will take 3
4
straight
lands.
damage.
Cletus the Slack-Jawed Vampire comes back. Hello, everybody.
You back?
Look, yuck.
It's temporary strength damage.
I thought from now
So
on,
a
like,
brave enfeeblement spell that the witch hits you with.
So that right, what's the +1 modifier is all
At
you
the
got.
very top.
I guess I can.
That is a
That
witch.
sucks because it
Has
drops
this.
oh, I found a crow. Yeah, I think I would go after
Oh, that's one.
Let's
of-
rotate
yeah,
it
that's-
back.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
still
that's-
you're still tank, so whatever.
Could I, wait, so I'm right here. Could I straight run into 30 feet before?
She's up 20 feet.
Yes,
You have
but
to go
I
up the
can
steps.
shoot it
Just
up.
go up the stairs.
If you would have to be here to be hit her.
Just go up the stairs.
I'm not going for
And drawn pass.
You can take out the people first, and
Not a whole lot that Nick can do right now with his stubborn denial and land.
because they get attacks off
No,
opportunity.
it's not the turn yet.
Dustin has
Oh, you're right. That's right. You're true.
I'm just gonna go and
A
start-
double move, you can go to right there.
Unless they have
I
combat
should-
reflexes. Combat reflexes would let you attack.
Now you still don't get an attack for opportunity while you're flat.
What do we got? What you thinking? What you thinking, Dustin?
Eidolon, I will move the Eidolon.
Does
up
have a
towards
bit of the upper
double
hand.
move.
Cletus and Monkey Land going in for the attack.
So whatever path is closest to get up to the witch.
Oh man.
Continue past that guy.
19.
Yeah, just like full
19.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Things are looking a little rough for Nick. Let's hope he can pull himself out of this one.
Nick deserves to lose. He's playing Derp Shadow again.
Fair enough.
He was fine on Seance. I would have had him backed. But because he went back to his Derp Shadow well, I have no respect for him.
More than 10 AC.
Wait, Tiny C doesn't count?
What?
He didn't do damage to you.
He had 10 as attack.
And you had 10 AC.
No, I have
3 cards in hand for Dustin, 2 cards in hand for Nick. And those 2 cards, well, the Stubborn Denial is actually relevant right now.
From the
Poltrox.
Poltrox, I have a question. I'm new to playing. What is more popular, modern or standard?
Well, friends don't let friends play standard. That's the answer to that. Modern is more fun. Standard is more wildly prevalent because new
You-
players, that's what you have. You
Yeah.
usually have new cards, and considering the standard meta right now is
It's
Ixalan up?
ooh, yeah.
or Kaladesh up.
I don't
Kaladesh.
remember.
It's
yeah.
Kaladesh, no. Yeah, Kaladesh, Amonkhet, Kaladesh block, Amonkhet block, Ixalan block, and Dominaria right now. So we have we have 9 sets in standard.
And also the non.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's fine. Standard is a very good place to start. It's also a great place to get frustrated with seasoned players. Because the problem with Standard... Did you win?
I beat Infinity.
Yay!
Good job, Danzy.
Yay!
So I take it, no 4th round. Okay.
Yeah, because there was like 9 of us.
Anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was 9 of us. So
I have the new card, black-white aggro. I mean, that's good. That's good.
Respectable.
I'm actually more excited for Brawl as a format opposed to Standard itself. The problem with Standard is the format limits itself to 3 decks. There's going to be 3 prevalent decks that matter, like in a competitive sense. So like F&Ms or actual tournaments. If you got a bunch of buddies who are just tabletop playing, yeah, if they're staying on and having fun, that's what's important, is to have fun.
Oh, yeah.
Just don't get discouraged if you run up to like somebody playing a Spike deck. Spike is somebody who's just in it for the wins. They
Yeah.
don't care how they do it. They're going to play the top tier. They min-max like crazy. What?
A Kyle?
Like Kyle. Yes, exactly like Kyle. But standard, there's only like 3 decks ever going to be relevant in standard. And if you don't like those 3 decks, then you're SOL.
Yeah.
You can try to have fun, but you won't have fun because those 3 decks are just so overbearing.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you're going to have like the one deck, and then the one deck that counters that one deck. And if you're not playing the counter to counter the one deck, you're either playing the one deck and hope they're not playing the counter deck. And standard is just such a limited
playing in a
globe
box.
of horribleness
You're playing
that
in a
it's just
box.
not fun. Brawl, on the other hand, is standard with standard legal cards, with a little bit of a difference now with the immediate banning of Brawl and the unbanning of everything except Looter Scooter.
And the Raven is Scouring Glass.
Scouring Glass is still banned? Okay.
Scouring
But-
Glass is banned.
Brawl, you only have to have 1-ups.
Yep. It's like Commander.
And the reason that the most expensive cards are expensive in standard is because everybody needs them for those 3 decks, and you have to have 4 of them to be relevant.
Then on top of that, it doesn't help that all the EDH or the Brawl players are also looking for them too, even
Right.
if it's just one copy.
But the Brawl only needs 1 copy of it. So you have Karn. You already have the money card in the set.
Woo!
So you don't have to, like, you don't have to go out and get more Karns for your
No.
Brawl deck.
Which, that like I respect that.
Right. And Karn is just such a good card, like, all over. He's actually seen playing Vintage. Did you know that, Dancy?
Already?
Yeah, they're trying him in stacks.
Ooh, that's fun.
They're trying him in stacks.
Nice.
That is awesome.
Sick.
Wow. 2 Karns from a free release pack.
That's the luck I wish to one day have.
I mean, in my pre-release pack, I got Lyra, so
Yeah.
I did good there.
And I'm still happy that I got my pre-release copy of the Weatherlight.
Oh, take the extra, yeah, Karn's temporal scootering. But
So wait. So
yeah, and that's about where it's gonna be. You know, that's on the low end for standard, to be honest.
Oh,
in
yeah.
some places, you know, $100, especially with Karn.
yeah, you go magic missile.
Yeah, see, that's the problem with that.
Yeah.
It's like they say I need 1 more card. Because in standard, you can't do 1-ups.
No.
1-ups don't mean anything in standard.
No, because your likeliness of running into them is drastically limited. 2-ofs, you're still limited, but there's at least a slightly
Right.
higher chance.
Especially if it's a main hub of your deck.
Oh, yeah.
That if you need it to win, you need 3-4 of.
Yeah.
And that's my problem with standard. The problem that I have with modern is they're not reprinting to keep cards viable.
Oh, yeah.
But you are able to go out and make yourself a fun modern deck
Oh, yeah.
on the cheap
Yeah.
and still be somewhat competitive. If you're just getting started out, I'm going to point you at one of the greatest sites I can think of. It's mtggoldfish.com. Saffron Olive on there. He puts out decks every day, and they're on different groupings. And one deck he puts out every week is Budget Magic. He builds a semi or competitive deck based on a theme for under $100.
Oh.
That is Budget Magic. And if you already have a lot of the cards and you want to see how to make it better, he also offers you on the website an ultra budget build of it,
Yeah.
and a non-budget build of that deck.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to go out and be up of that, yeah, I highly recommend looking through Saffron Olive on MTG Goldfish. That is a fantastic place to get started.
Oh yeah.
He's very user friendly. He thinks like I think when it comes to deck building, and that's my flavor all the way. You can also see what's hot and being played by going through like the metadata on like they also have like all the posted stuff, and you can go to MTG Top 8. That's MTG TOP the number 8.com. They post all of the online leagues and major tournaments that placed in the top 8s. So you'll always know what's being played out there at any given time.
I understand being scared. Like Karn, yeah, I definitely see him
Especially
staying at
right
a
now.
big, lofty price.
Especially right now.
Because
he's only going up right now.
We've had a lot of good Karn cards that it's like he'll probably go sit right up next to all those other great Karn cards.
I don't think this one's going to set up with Karn Liberated.
Well, he's going to at least sit near them at the other side of the launch table.
Yeah, that's true. But, I mean, you got 2 Karns. That's a fantastic start.
Oh, yeah.
If you're looking to play Standard and you're looking to play Karn in Standard, you
It's
kind of
gonna
need
be
a third
rough.
one. That's the rough part.
It's going to be rough.
You know, or you can just keep the 2 and hope for the best. And, you know, I like your idea. I mean, you're already playing white, so there's a good start, in my opinion. Tonight,
That's where we
if
agree
you
to
want to go,
disagree.
if you want to go back and watch Danzy play, he's playing one of my devotion to white decks, which is based heavily around legends. Yeah, you can trade to get him. You can pull stuff that you don't want to play is no good to your deck, but other people might.
Yep.
Like you can pull. I think Teferi is somewhat pricey still. So you can pull Teferi since he's blue and you're not in blue. You can partner him with a couple things and get another Karn. That's the other great thing is people are always willing to trade.
Oh, yeah.
Some people are less willing to trade Karn because
Oh, yeah.
he's colorless and he goes everywhere.
Yeah. Why?
But I am totally fine buying boosters for like 30 and getting good cards. Yeah, but the problem with boosters is it's always a lottery. It's always a gamble. You can get a Karn, you can get a Mox Amber, you can get
a Joyra, you can
get a Joyra.
You can get anyone that's one of the big
That-
cards right now. You just don't know which one.
you can get them big, or you can pull a Joda.
Yep.
You can get Joda. You can get the Phyrexian, the demon saga.
Yeah.
I mean that's probably a good one for you, but yeah, I mean you could have an incredibly lucky streak. I have the Muse always pick out my deck or my packs when I pick them up, but I bought 2 boxes and didn't get a single Mox Amber.
Yeah.
I did get 2 Karns,
Nice.
but I only got 1 History of Benalia. 2 Karns, yeah. And if you're looking to buy packs, you know, that's an idea too. You know, you can throw $30
I will
at packs
be
and
right back.
you know, get 8 packs and hope for the best. But yeah, I mean, the professor has his views on what to expect out of packs, because in his view, packs are meant for drafting. That if you want specific cards, it's better to buy the single. I like collecting, so I always buy the pack because I can always get trade fodder.
That equals my AC, yes.
Modern can be very expensive. There are some staple cards, but I'm going to tell you this. This is truth. This is the truth. The most expensive and hardest part of Modern is the mana base. The fetch lands, the shock lands, they're almost essential for any dual or tricolor Modern deck, and they are creeping up in price. They get reprinted every now and then, so they'll drop down, but they always creep back up. And some of the staple cards, depending on the flavor you want to go with, like white isn't typically an expensive color to play. And depending on what kind of black you like, since you said you're playing black, white, and modern, I'm sticking with that. Or in standard, I'm leaning towards those colors just to go off of. But there are some black cards that are very expensive to play, like Liliana of the Veil, Liliana the Last Hope. Both of them are definitely, Isolated Chapel. I don't think Isolated Chapel so much. Let's see here.
If and when you wake up, you will not have any strength.
Isolated Chapel. Isolated Chapel is a $5 card. But in black white, I'm looking more at Marsh Flats and what's the black white Shockland?
It's a good thing she does not have lightning bolt. That's very good.
Godless Shrine.
Yeah.
Marsh Flats.
In that case, we probably shouldn't have been focusing so heavily on her and focused on.
Marsh Flats is the black white fetch, and it's a $40 card for one. Godless Shrine, which is the black white Shockland, is a $15 card. And you could always thank you, Damien, thank you. Yeah, and you can. I'm just looking at general prices. Like Star City Games is a good place. TCG Player is a very good place to get. I know a lot of places use the app MTG Familiar for their pricing, and that's also a great app to use too, because that's always going to let you know what the basic market price for any card is at any given time, because it updates all the time. It's a free-flowing app. It's a source app, which means they go out and aggregate from many different sites, and they just pull that together. So you're going to get a low, you're going to get a medium, and you're going to get a high. That medium price is typically fair market price for any given card.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it includes TCG Player, which is a huge community site that sells cards. And, but yeah, Modern can be hard to get into. Where I started with Modern is Soul Sisters. If you like white, if you like black,
thinking of building Soul Sisters.
You can make a very budget-friendly version of Soul Sisters with black and white. You can also make a very non-budget friendly version of Soul Sisters in black and white. And that's one of the better decks that, and that's a very good deck to think about. It's a tier 2, tier 3 medium area. Yeah, I know, Damien. I'm watching you, baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started with Sisters, and mine was black white. It used all 8 sisters and like the fetches and everything to get it out. And the most expensive on the high end of Soul Sisters is the use of Marsh Flats and the Flagstones of Trokier. That's a card that's creeping up in pricing in too. But yeah, you can do Mono Sisters too. Mono White. That's the super budget version that uses the Martyr of Sands build.
Yeah.
To go for Martyr of Sands.
Oh, yeah.
The Squadron Hawk. You load up your hands, and I think the most expensive part of that deck is the Sarah Ascendant.
Oh yeah.
And because it was reprinted, aw, for me,
Thank you.
For her, congrats.
Yay.
So I'm gonna play Tron deck. I thought that was a pretty cool deck. The problem with Tron is everything. Nobody likes to play against Tron. People who play Tron don't really enjoy playing Tron. They just see it as a necessary evil to the means. Now, you could very much enjoy playing Tron. The problem with Tron is the components for a good Tron deck are highly expensive as well. Because now we're looking at Karn Liberated, Eugene the Spirit Dragon, Oblivion Stones. I don't think that's an expensive card, but it's in there. The Tron pieces themselves are anywhere from what, $2 to $3 a piece.
Daring Archaeologist.
Yeah, basic. Wow.
Can I help open?
Super grats, man.
Thanks, man.
Got there.
I'm not opening them right now.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I mean, you can also build a somewhat budgety Tron. You can go with Eldrazi Tron. As long as you don't go like full bore into like Emrakul's, and I don't know what the price on Nulamogs or Ulamogs are right now, but yeah, you Thought Knots are cheap. Yeah, you can go with Eldrazi Tron, and that's like the low end Tron deck.
Robots.
Robots is expensive, Damien. Don't help.
Robots is expensive.
Robots is incredibly expensive. Glimmer Voids, Ravagers, Mox Opals.
Ow, that just hurts to hear. Hurts my brain.
Robots is money. Robots is not where you go when you're getting into Modern.
No.
Another good, effective way is to do what Jackie did. Mill.
Yep.
Mill is a fun way. Infect can actually be cheap too. The most expensive to an Infect deck is the Noble Hierarch, which is super money. But
2 opal short, yeah.
yeah, only 2 opal short.
Ouch.
Oh.
But yeah.
You know, if you would have shown up on Tuesday, Damien, if you would have shown up on Tuesday, I actually had like fun, happy little trinkets that I pulled apart and aside for you. Right there. See? Can you see that? Can you see that? That's a shiny Viscera Seer, and that's a shiny Kaladesh Ornithopter. Yeah.
And that's
yeah.
gonna happen. I'm still the same way. I've been playing Magic I've been playing since like towards either the beginning of the middle of the Tarkir block, and I am not anywhere near familiar. That's why if you see me on stream, which I'm Jackie by the way, you'll see me pick up the cards and read them because, well, I just don't know what a lot of those cards are.
And nothing is wrong with picking up a card and reading it. If you don't know what it is, familiar yourself by letting people play them against you.
Unless they're in an unset, then you might want to be careful.
Well, unsets aren't Modern legal.
Well, they're not legal, period, unless somebody's okay with it.
Right. And like Damien just said there, that it's fine if you don't know any other cards but your deck. You learn. Like tonight, Jackie ran into the problem of a Leyline of Sanctity. That is a card that automatically gives you hexproof. And if you're playing Mill, you have to be able to bounce or take care of that. And if you can't, you're done.
Because a lot of those cards say target. That is the biggest keyword. Like all those other keywords are in the background right now. Target is that biggest keyword in that entire deck.
Right.
The only problem is I don't run a lot of blanket effects. I think like my one big blanket effect card is the Mesmeric Orb, which, well...
Bye, Nancy. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you. I'm for sure playing. I'll cut you, man. Cut you deep. Yeah, like Damien says, Modern is a learning process, and you learn from pain. You get beaten down, but as long as you're having fun, you can lose and learn. I lose a lot. But I also play derpy fun decks.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to goat my opponent out. I like to build my decks around Nykthos, which is a devotion land. I also have Boom Bees. Boom Bees is a plan that you put a card called Hornet Nest down, and you flood the board with creatures, so you only have to pay 1 red to play a Blasphemous Act.
Yeah.
Deal 13 to all creatures. That Hornet's Nest gets
I
have not read the new Brawl rules. I heard they are updated. I will get them into my head before tomorrow, because FNM at the Zone is Brawl.
Yeah, and I haven't read any of the Brawl rules because I haven't really been paying attention to it. Like I said, I personally probably will not play Brawl because right now I'm just kind of like I'm still studying up and getting ready for my certification test to become a CNA. So I'm not making those bucks just yet. I'm still working at Taco Bell. That's why I don't play standard either. Is because it's like I work $8.75 an hour at Taco Bell. I ain't making that money.
And the problem with Brawl as well, or not Brawl, but standard, is it rotates.
Yeah, that's the big thing that really just gets me.
Right now, this standard format is going to be huge because M19's coming in.
Yeah.
And when M19 gets added in, it's going to be a 10-set standard format.
Oh, yeah.
Which is going to lose, I believe, Kaladesh and Amonkhet in September.
I'm not sure.
I think so. Yeah, that is the main point. This is a game that wants to be played. It wants to be fun.
Yep.
And as long as you are having fun, it doesn't matter what format you're playing.
Oh yeah.
Standard, Brawl, Modern, Commander, Legacy, Vintage, Tribal, Cube, Draft, Commander, Two-Headed Giant, Assassins, a Star. There are so many. Pauper. Pauper's a great way to get into it.
Pauper is getting a little bit more popular. It's slowly growing in popularity, which makes me happy because it's like, hey, it's a way to play on the budget.
Yeah, Pauper is a fantastic. Only common cards are allowed. You must build a deck. It's all cards in all of Magic, but only commons.
And do they allow uncommons?
No,
not even uncommons?
No. That is Pauper is only commons. The like one or two uncommons is what is that format? Oh my goodness.
Peasant.
Thank you, Damien. You are on top of worthless information. I love you. Peasant allows some uncommons, but Pauper is the super fun, super cheap way to have a lot of fun. Because if you can get a lot of people to play Pauper, there is as many Pauper decks as there are Modern decks.
Yeah,
and that's
I was gonna say, I know the professor at the Tolarian Community College. He loves him some Pauper.
Yes.
He'll rave about Pauper.
He also likes Merfolk, but we'll give him a pass.
Yeah, he likes him some fish people.
He does. But yeah, Pauper, he's definitely one of the champions of Pauper, and for Wizards to bring Pauper to an official paper format would be great, because right now it only exists officially as an online format. But Star City Games is doing everything they can to
really push for that.
To push it for being a paper, because they announced that at every one of their tournaments, they will also have a Pauper tournament there with it. So paper Pauper using online rules, which is different because not every card printed in common in paper has been Channel Fireball. Not Star City Games, but Channel Fireball. Channel Fireball's championing Pauper. That's okay. Damien corrected me. You know, again, champion of worthless information. But not every card that was printed in common in paper has been released in common on MTG Online.
Yeah.
Case in point, the Brown Oofy.
Yep.
My charge in Magic, that was only released in Mirrodin Online, which is an uncommon in that set. So even though he was a common in Ice Age, there you go. But yeah, if you like playing Standard, if you like that format, if you can drop enough money to stay relevant in it, just know that with every new set that releases, the format dramatically shifts.
Oh, yeah.
So you can dump $400-500 into a deck
and
have it made undone because a different mechanic came out in the next set. That's my problem with Standard, is the meta rotates too fast and it's too expensive to stay. happy in my mind. That's why I like Brawl. You only need one ofs, and if you don't like it, you can shift it over. And and a lot of local game stores like where I'm at tonight. Tonight is Thursday Modern at Titan Games in Peoria. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, build up some good singles. Titan Games in Peoria on Thursday runs 10 card proxy Modern.
Yep.
So you can put together a deck, and if you're on the fence about it, you can proxy 10 of the expensive cards you don't have. Come out and play it and see if you even like it.
Yep, that's what I do with my mill deck, is that for a while I was originally like proxying the Wallet Sculptor, but then I was just like, I don't feel smart enough to play this card, so I'm gonna go with something different.
Right.
That's why I eventually found Memory Adept. That's why I proxy Ley Lines, which they're residing in Sideboard Hell.
Right, yeah. Well, with your deck build, you should have the ley line in the sideboard.
Period.
And you should mainboard Surgical Extraction / Extirpate.
Yeah, which I did proxy up those breaking and enterings too. Finally, after I've heard people scream at me about it.
But yeah, or the bans. If something becomes too prevalent, the bans come down. And I know you're not listening right now, Poltrox, but that's okay. We're waiting for you. Yeah, the bans like Ramnop Red. Yeah, it was just a deck that was too prevalent. And whenever any deck takes over 85% of the meta, that's when Wizard steps in and says, nope, can't do that.
Yeah. Let's just kind of see what the biggest problems are and just kind of put a stop to them. Which I respect that. It's just it sucks when it happens, but at the same time, it's like it keeps a healthy meta.
Damien wants to check out Turbo Fog. It can be good. But
I've been thinking of Turbo Fog.
It's non-targeting.
Oh yeah. It's like Turbo Fog. I really wish would come over to Force of Will, because I really think it could do really well in Force of Will. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, tutelage is a target effect, but as long as you're controlling the board, and if you go Turbo Fog, you're in white.
Yeah.
Which destroys all the enchantments all the time.
Yeah.
So
that's what I was saying. It's like I think I should take your advice, the wise advice of Bob, play white.
Play white.
Just play that mono white and play them Soul Sisters.
You can never go wrong playing white.
I built a white deck once, and it's like, man, this feels like it's missing something, because I was trying to build off of the core allies and with their synergy with stuff, and it's just like it just didn't work, and it's just like, man, I really feel like I was onto something, which makes me sad.
And what's great about Sisters is there are like 5 different flavors of Sisters. There's as many flavors of Sisters as there are Tron decks.
Yeah.
Because you have Damien's super budget Sand Sisters.
Yeah.
Which runs on the Martyr Sands and like just is a bunch of cheap spells to put it out there. Where I started, I believe, was mid-range with Black-White Sisters with Lingering Souls, flashing back the Lingering Souls, just token it up and just flood it out with tokens and get it in there. And where I'm at now with it is I'm playing Norn Sisters.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there a white-green flavor for
not
Sisters?
Not for Sisters. Just because there's a green sister, you don't need it. That Essence Warden, not really worth it, because there's already 2 solid white 1-drops, and green doesn't bring much to the table.
Fair enough.
There's no like super combos with green like black or with red.
Okay, yeah, I was actually just about to ask about red.
Because red is Norn Sisters.
Yeah.
That's Norn the Wary. He's a 1-drop legend. He's a 2/1 that whenever a spell is cast or an attack is made, Norn exiles.
Yeah.
And then you, at the beginning of the next end step, Norn enters or comes back into play under its owner's control. What that does is that Norn is a human warrior.
Yeah.
So he triggers Champion of the Parish, which is a 1/1 human soldier for 1, that whenever another human comes into play, he gets a 1/1 counter.
Yeah.
So when every time Norn comes back in, he gets bigger.
Yeah.
Norn enters play, so he's triggering your sisters.
Yeah.
And then the other super combo with Norn is Genesis Chamber,
Yeah.
which is an artifact that whenever a player plays a non-token, or whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under a player's control, it puts a 1/1 colorless mirror token into play.
Yeah.
So Norn comes in, makes your soldier bigger, or triggers chamber, so multiple creatures are entering, you're getting multiple rounds of life. And you couple that with Perforos, the god of the forge, so whenever Norn comes down or he triggers the things, you're putting a whole bunch of creatures out, and it just bang, 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 bang. It's a whole bunch of creature destruction.
Yeah.
Floods
It's
the
just,
board.
Yeah.
My Norn sisters
Which one looks orange?
The one to the left.
faced off against Kyle,
Oh.
and I took.
You know what?
Well, first of all, he hard cast Emrakul,
Oh, yeah.
Survives more damage.
and I took 15 plus swings from Emrakul
Nice.
and won that game.
That brings up
Nice. That is pretty. That is beautiful.
Yeah, Norn Sisters is definitely the black sheep of the Sisters family because it relies heavily on Norn the Wary.
I was gonna say, what is the white black flavor of Sisters?
The white black flavor, Bitter Blossom and Lingering Souls because it's black flashback.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. It's Bitter Blossom and Lingering Souls. It's mostly white with a hint of black.
Yeah.
Just to keep it going, and then and I'm sure
That
there's
is
other
kind
things,
of.
but.
Yeah.
But Spectral Processions, that's definitely a good place to go because that's immediate. And now Sisters even has Legion's Landing, so
Yeah.
you've got a life linking vampire in a land that puts more life linkers into play, so that's relevant.
Fair enough. Like.
Yeah, all
I
the
was
Sisters
just-
essentially run the same. It's just how you get there.
Yeah.
Like Martyr Life is a big one boost life game. It's quick. It can be effective. It also relies on you needing the Martyr and Squad Hawk and a Sarah's Ascendant.
Yeah.
Norn Sisters, I think, is a little bit better because it's a little bit more versatile. But it's also how you feel. It's
Yeah.
what do you like. Bitter Blossom's also a little bit of a pricey card.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, they all run the same. A Sarah's Ascendants and the Johnny's Pride Mates and the Eight Sisters and Ranger of Eos, whose price got under control because he was just reprinted in Iconic Masters, I believe. So, welcome back, Poltrox. We were discussing the benefits of Soul Sisters.
Yep.
And all the different flavors of such. And if you missed any of this and you want to just recap any of it and any of our discussion, you can go. This is all posted on YouTube. The channel is The Zone 521. You can go over there. You can watch all of the replays. Everything's posted on there.
Yep.
I haven't uploaded anything to Twitch because I'm lazy. But I see you're watching on Twitch, so I thank you very much on that. And if you sub over at the Zone 521 on YouTube, when we reach our 100 subscriptions, we're going to slap Ben Seidel because he's donated his face for the cause. But yeah, whatever format you play, as long as you're having fun and the people around you are having fun and want to play it with
Oh,
you,
yeah.
that's all that matters. Like in our area, Modern is huge. Commander is huge.
Oh yeah.
And we're trying to get Pauper to be a thing, and I hope Brawl takes off because I always get a lot of the new stuff because, like I said, I'm a collector. But when I buy like a box, I usually only get
What is this?
like one of.
What is this big blob of text I just see?
Damn it, Damien. Brawl, Chief of Compliance, Sorcerer, Spyglass, Smuggler's Capture make up the entirety of the Brawl ban list. I said I was going to read them later. You didn't have to bring them to me. Okay, so Brawl, Chief of Compliance, Sorcerer, Spyglass, and Smuggler's Copter, the Looter Scooter are the only things that are on the Brawl ban list.
Yep.
That means Aetherworks Marvel attuned with Aether. I can imagine Guardian being fine, considering you can't play them together
Yeah.
with Saheeli being a commander. She does not allow the Guardian to be in the deck, so that's a nombo now there. The Ferocodon, Ramunap Ruins, and Rogue Refiner are all unbanned. Starting life total for one-on-one brawl is now 20. That's good to know for tomorrow. That kind of sucks, but I get it.
I was gonna say, what was it originally at?
It's 30 because it's meant to be played in 4-player pods.
Fair enough.
But it's one-on-one brawl. The
Yeah.
starting life total is 20. And it says multiplayer is still 30. You can now use multiple copies of any one basic line index with Colorworth Commander, such as Karn or Traxos. That's good because my Traxos deck actually only has 19 lands because that's all of the non-basics that don't have.
I might have just thought of the next deck I might build right next to Soul Sisters.
What's that?
Them rats.
Them rats?
Yes. Because, I mean, like, why not just have, like, multiple copies of X amount of rats?
See, if you're going to go rats, if you're going to go modern, you got to go fun with it because you can go with the new one.
The rat colony.
Yeah, the rat colony. Or you can go with relentless rats, which are big. See, Daniel he's telling you from experience. He has a relentless rat deck and it's terrible.
Aww.
But I still think it could be fun. The problem with your rat deck, Damien, is you don't have thrumming stones in it. And because they're black, you can run the new Cabal Storage House, or Cabal Storage, whatever it's called, to give you a Cabal Coffers in Modern, that you can get all the black man. Yeah, you push up, but you listen. Thrumming Stone is a 5-mana legendary artifact out of Cold Snap that says every spell you cast has Thrumming 4. Or Ripple 4.
What does Ripple do?
Ripple is an amazing ability. Thrumming Stone. Alright. Spells you can draw with Ripple 4. Whenever you play a spell, you may reveal the top Ripple cards, so in this case 4, from your library. You may play any revealed cards with the same name as the spell without paying their mana cost. Put the rest on the bottom of your library. So, you have a Relentless Rat deck or Rat Colony deck. You
Why not
have
mix both?
Well, or because you don't. See, that's the kind of stuff that gets Damien into a bad deck.
Go to the president and bleed on him.
No problem.
Thank you for stopping by, Poltrox. We love you very much. Have a good night, and thanks for stopping by. Like I said, we'll be here. I stream every Tuesday, every Thursday, 6:30 Central-ish. Doesn't always start on time, but we try to. Right here, just for your enjoyment.
Yep.
So have a good night, have a great weekend, and we'll see you later. But Thrumming Stone. So you have Relentless Rats.
Yes.
You cast a Relentless Rat with Thrumming Stone down.
Yes.
Now, your deck is supposedly loaded with Relentless Rats.
Oh, yeah.
So you reveal the top 4 cards of your deck.
You
If
should
any
have.
of them are Relentless Rats, you put it into play.
Yeah.
And any non-Relentless Rats go into the bottom of your library. Because you played that card, you look at the next 4.
Yeah.
And if you had 2 Relentless Rats off that one, you're revealing 2 sets of 4.
Yeah.
Because each one triggers Thrumming Stone.
Oh, yeah.
So, theoretically, with Thrumming Stone on the board,
Yeah.
you cast 1 Relentless Rat, you get all the Relentless Rats out of your deck.
Yeah.
Profit.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say, would you run it, like, what kind of spells would you run in a rat deck? That'd be the question, is, like, because you have...
I disabled links because I don't want you linking. You can go, you can cap it all you want, just no links. What kind of spells? Your basic black fair, discard spells, disruption spells, creature kill spells. She's not gonna build Rat Moon. Blood Moons are way too expensive.
Yeah, that's, like, super expensive, bruh.
That's why when she said rats, I almost said Rat Moon, but I know she doesn't have Blood Moons, and I'm not gonna send her out to pick up 4 $40 cards.
No, thank you, because those $40 I could use for literally anything else.
Yes. So no Rat Moon. Even though Rat Moon is an amazingly fun deck that doesn't work, it's only $1,900. Yes, it's
Yeah,
only
that
$1,900.
Yeah, that $1,900 was literally enough to. Well, actually, no, it paid. Because my classes at ICC were like $1,200, and then that pretty much would have covered the class and probably also all the extra other stuff I would have had to do to get up to the point where I'm at.
Right.
So it's like.
Well, it's 9:30. I've had
Yep.
fun. The packs have already been paid out.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's already left except for Pathfinder and us and Dan.
Okay, if I
Yep. But he's always there.
I
You
will
just
tell
need
you,
to
Glorious Trail,
have
not the
somebody
Glorious Fire.
tell you
But,
the name of the scenario
I'll
they
tell you
did
what.
that you have not.
Yeah, you know,
No lilies.
yeah, I
Lilies
forgot
are
about
expensive.
Lily. She's the actual like price tag of. That's the problem with playing black. That's the problem with playing black in modern.
Is that
Is
those
Lily of the Veil.
yeah those big heaving price tags that
Yep.
come with Lily.
Yep. Now you know why I gravitate towards white so much. Not only is it the most powerful color in Magic, it's also one of the cheapest colors to build.
True that. I
mean,
yeah.
the big money card in white is Leyline of Sanctity.
On a party member.
so you
Turn
saved off.
popper.
Seems
Oh.
But anyway, I think that's where
Yep.
I'm going to end it here. Thank you very much for stopping in, Jackie. It's been
No
a pleasure as
problem.
always. Wish you better luck next week or
Yep.
whenever you play next. So.
Well, I usually try to come for Thursdays. Although I know one Thursday in June I will be taking my actual state certification test in the afternoon, so unfortunately I will not be joining that one lonely Thursday. But at the same time, hey, that'll be the make or break moment of my furthering my health career.
I wish you the best of luck, and I hope you get there.
Well, thank you.
I mean, not very many people will optionally take to go out there and be a CNA because that's rough.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that right there is some of the roughest job you'll ever do, but I applaud every single one who has ever done it because they're needed and not nearly as respected or appreciated as they need to be. CNAs and teachers both need more respect. So
Oh yeah.
I applaud you with my no hands.
I'll clap along with you.
But anyway, that's been good for tonight. We saw Danzy lose. We saw Danzy win.
In a hilarious way, right?
And Danzy actually went 2-1 on the night, so he got himself a fat stack of packs.
Yeah.
And then we saw The Rock lay the smacketh down on Derp Shadow, so that was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That'll teach him to play Derp.
Yeah,
It won't, but
teaching
it
that
should.
jabroni to play Derp Shadow.
But anyway, that's
He's-
going to do us for tonight. 3 rounds and we're out. And yeah, so I've been Evil Bob, your resident head in a box, reminding you that however you choose to live your life, I approve. Have a good night. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you back on Tuesday.
Bye.